Radio. For news, weather, sports, and local information, you can bank on WPBK FM.
The following sports broadcast is an exclusive production of WPBK FM 102.9.
When you take that field today, you've got to lay that heart on the line, man. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got in your body, lay it on the line until the final whistle blows. And if you do that, we cannot lose. We may be behind on the scoreboard at the end of the game, but if you play like that, we cannot be defeated.
Starting defense, place at the table.
We're going inside them. We're going outside them. Inside them and outside them. And when we get them on the run once, we're going to keep them on the run. And we're not going to pass unless our secondary comes up too close. But don't forget, man, we're going to get them on the run. We're going to go. And we aren't going to stop until we go to that goal line. Don't forget, man, today, we're going to win.
Let's get it on!
It's time now for high school football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall on Maple Avenue in Danville. This game is also brought to you by AGE Engineering, engineering Kentucky's future. By Animal Care Center, offering comprehensive veterinary care for the total well-being of your pet. By Builder Supply, your do-it-best center. By Carroll Hill, attorney at law. By Cedar Creek Dental and Lincoln Plaza Shopping Center. By Coleman's Drugstore and Deli, a Health Mart pharmacy. By Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor. By Danville Office Equipment, making work easier. By Durham's Grocery, big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. By Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore, your health is their priority. By Fox and Friend Funeral Home, your friends in funeral service. By Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care, guarding your home, business, and the environment. By Intercounty Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. By Michaela King, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent. By Lincoln County Animal Shelter, give the gift of love, laughter, and a brighter future for pets in need. By Sonia Bratcher, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent. By Lincoln County Board of Education, every student, every classroom, every day, college, career, and citizenship ready. By Lincoln County Clerk Nancy Jackson. Nancy Jackson urges everyone to keep your taxes in Lincoln County. By Lincoln County Health Department, providing clinical, environmental services, and community education, building a stronger community. By Lincoln County Public Library, your gateway to learning. By McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving the community with grace and passion. By PBK Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. By Pepsi of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports. By Shelter Insurance Agent Sean Slusher. By Stanford Waterworks, providing quality water to our area. By State Farm Agent Jason Todd. By Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers, and Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Tonight's game, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall, is available over the air at 102.9 FM, at WPBKFM.com, and on our smartphone apps. You can also listen while watching a video on our YouTube channel. Just search for WPBK-FM. And now to the stadium for high school football.
It's Thursday Night Lights from Stanford KY. Lincoln County Patriots playing host tonight to the Perry County Central Commodores in the first round of the Class 4A playoffs. Fog is rolling into Death Valley, and it is an odd night all around. The game moved to Thursday with impending weather. Due come in, they're forecasting possibly thunderstorms. So a good move, and a lot of teams around the state made that same move, Dustin, and it's a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, I mean, this is the atmosphere that you want. You know, with the time change, it's now dark at kickoff here in Death Valley. We've seen the fog starting to creep its way in as we rolled in to get ready for this pregame show. And, I mean, you know, outside of it not being a Friday night, the weather and conditions are perfect for this first-round playoff game.
Absolutely. The second meeting all time between these two teams, Perry County Central defeated Lincoln County a couple of years ago in the playoffs, 56-35. That was also a first-round game, and that was in Hazard, and that's where Perry County Central is from. So it's a long bus ride for them, and that was another decision that played into moving this game. You didn't want to see them make that couple-hour bus drive, get up here in thunder and lightning, cause that game to get delayed or moved even Saturday. So a wise decision all around. Perry County Central comes in 3-7 on the season. They are coached by Mark Dixon. Of course, Dixon has a name in high school football. He won the state championship when he was the head coach of Hazard back in 2011, and he's done a good job at Perry County Central.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team coming out of our sister district in District 8 who's, relatively competitive. They finished second just a couple years ago when Lincoln County pulled down to Perry County Central, as you mentioned earlier. And, this is a team that's on the rise, and, they're playing in a tough district. Corbin's, usually the team at the top there, but, this is a team that's coming in and not prepared to end their season.
The Commodores are 3-7. They are 28th in Class 4A RPI. Lincoln County 8-2, and they currently are 6th in RPI and 10th in the media poll that came out this year. And of all the polls, I always pay attention to that one because that's kind of the old school guys. Your Mike Marcy's, the guys that used to vote in the AP poll in the state. And they have Lincoln County back in the top 10 this week, 10.
It's just been a good year for Lincoln County. They did have the 2 losses, but they come to 2 of the better teams in Class 4A between Boyle County and Franklin County. But other than that, they took care of business the rest of the 8 games. They're riding high off a big rivalry win last week against Garrett County. It is good to see this Lincoln County team, who, as you mentioned, most wins since 2007, finally getting some statewide recognition.
Absolutely. 8-2 on the season. Of course, those 2 losses came to top 5 teams, so they have handled business. They beat the teams they are supposed to beat, and that's what you always want to see out of a team and out of a coach. Lincoln County playing on Thursday night, which is somewhat of a rarity, but the record this year. The last Thursday night game, ironically, was a first-round playoff game back in 2016 when the Patriots defeated Whitley County in the first round.
Yeah, Lincoln County usually takes care of business here at home. And, you go back, so I guess all the way almost 9 years, I guess, since the last time they played on a Thursday night. It's rare. Friday nights set aside for football. But, I agree. It's a great decision to move the games because of the forecasted weather tomorrow. But I want to go back to that record, 8-2 on Thursday night games. Hey, it's prime time, baby.
And speaking of prime, we could be on Amazon Prime. That's who usually carries the Thursday night games. Last playoff win for Lincoln County came in 2000.
So we got to be able to finish a little better and kind of eliminate some of those mistakes we made late in the fourth quarter.
Well, you had a couple fumbles to start the game. Garrett County took the ball and fumbled. Then you had a nice drive all the way down to the 3-yard line, had a fumble, and that's when Garrett County took the ball. You only had it one possession in the first quarter. They went on a 97-yard drive. They took up 7 minutes and 18 seconds, and they got on the board first 7-0. At that time period, it at least should be tied because of the fumble that you guys had.
Yeah, turnover inside the 5-yard line down there. We had a really good drive, moved it down there, was moving the ball like we wanted to, and then come up with, an unfortunate turnover down there, which we can't have. And then, give Garrett credit. They came and put a good drive together, and Spin was doing a good job of running the clock and kind of eating the clock. They were snapping the ball with less than 10 seconds on the play clock, which was a good game plan by them, They do a really good job with those game plans and, give credit to their offensive line. They were able to move us and get some seams. Their backs were running hard. So, it was just a hard-fought first half, the kind of wrong side of the field for us kind of thing, which we were able to turn it around a little bit there in the second half.
Well, their lead coach lasted exactly 16 seconds because Bob Floyd tied a school record with the third touchdown kickoff return for a touchdown in his career. Brody Baker's kick made it good, 7-7. I'm telling you what, if there's a special teams player of the year in the state, it would have to be Bob Floyd.
Yeah, Bob's been making really big plays for us offensively all year and really special teams all year as well. But here lately, he's really came on. I mean, it seems like whether it's kickoff return or blocking kicks or punts, anything, the guy's been a special weapon for us this year, and we're going to need Bob going forward.
Well, Garrett County took the ball back again, went on like 6 minutes and 32-second drive or something, and then they couldn't get it in the end zone. You get the ball back and score with only 8.6 seconds to go in the first half, and you go in up 13. I believe it was a penalty, and that backed you up to a 35-yard extra point, which is just off a little bit. So you're up at halftime 13-7.
Yeah, it was a big drive for us there. We got the ball. There wasn't a whole lot of time left, but we were able to drive down the field and execute. And we ran out of timeouts, too. So I told my guys I was really happy with them on that management, the time management. Tucker Foster there, we had to get up and spike the ball a few times and do some different things, but still able to execute what we practiced in those 2-minute drives and get the ball into the end zone, which was huge because it's that big 2-for-1. We got the ball coming out in the third quarter. So it was a huge, huge score right before half.
And it worked because Cash Smith scored on an 8-yard touchdown run with 10:06 to go. The kick was good, put you up 20-7. It was good to see Cash on senior night get a touchdown.
Yeah, Cash is he's coming back finally. We're getting past his hamstring stuff, for now, and it was good to see him get in there. He ran the ball hard a few times. We was kind of trying to ease him in, but yeah, really happy that he got into the end zone.
Then Garrett County scored on a 30-yard field goal. The Blair kid, we talked about him last week, man. What a leg. That kid can kick it, too.
Yeah, he's a really good player. I don't have the stats in front of me, but he had to be, I'd say 75% of the offense anyway. Number 5 had a long run at the end, but it was pretty much all 2 for him, kicking, running, catching. The kid's a stud.
Came right back again, Coach. 43-yard touchdown run just a few seconds later. By Damon Spiegel, 27-10. You go up at that time period. Then you had a touchdown called back. Did you know that it was Tucker Foster's third touchdown in 2 weeks called back for a touchdown because of penalties? He had 2 in Russell County and then the one the other night.
Yeah, no, I guess I did know, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. But, yeah, just unfortunate there. Tucker's been kind of a stud for us all year, especially we get down around the red zone. Where we got the numbers, letting the quarterback run the football. He's really effective down there. So we just got to do a better job of, keeping our hands inside, I guess, on some of these holds. I'm not really sure what else to say about him.
Well, he did go ahead and score for you there and put you guys up 34-10. That's where it got crazy. It was 34-10 with 9 minutes to go in the game. Then at 9:14, the Blair kid scored. Then we had a kick that went over, a snap that went over Tucker's head. Then Parsons scored on a 6-yard run. And, Coach, in a matter of 3 minutes, it's 34-24.
Yeah, some really unfortunate mistakes, especially, the snap over the head, we haven't really had any of those this year, and then not getting on the ball. You know what I'm saying? We recover the ball there. It's probably not near as bad of a situation, but we don't. Garrett gets on the ball. They're able to punch it in. And then, of course, we had some kickoffs where they ran them back and some guys getting tackled and all kinds of stuff. There was a lot of wild stuff that happened there in that fourth quarter.
I got to ask you and Spencer, Coach Crutchfield, who was here and, first cousins, how did it go? You guys got the win 41-31, by the way. Baker had a 51-yard run for them to end the game after Tucker Foster had scored again. But how did you guys approach the talk after the games over the weekend about the game?
Well, it was just kind of funny. I mean, we both ended up with sideline warnings and penalties. So I think that kind of tells you how we felt about the game. But really hard-fought, physical game, close game. These rivalry games, there's a lot of energy and a lot of people are invested in it. So sometimes some things can get out of hand a little bit, but I was just happy we came out with the win.
Yeah, and, Coach, I actually believe playing a game like that is better than playing a game where you get the running clock the week before the playoff, because Garrett's got a home playoff game. You guys got a home playoff game. I think that was a smart move by you guys.
Yeah, it was a really competitive game, and the kids love it. I mean, they were going back and forth and fighting for it and everything else. So, I mean, really exciting game there. And like you said, you want to keep playing good football going in. But the biggest
season 8-2. You're listening to the Lincoln County Health Department pregame show with Coach Levi Rogers, and when we return, we'll talk about tonight's first playoff game against Perry County Central on WPBK FM 102.9.
The Urban Real Estate Group has joined forces with Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers and is here to serve you for all your real estate needs. With real estate offices now in 6 central and southeastern Kentucky locations. Whether you're looking to sell or buy a home, farm, or commercial property, remember Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers. Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers, give us a call at 859-2521. Weichert Realtors Ford Brothers. Weichert works.
We're continuing a long tradition of service to this area. From WRSL AM in 1961 to WPBK FM today, we're entertaining and informing.
And this is Cal Smith, broadcasting everything in the public interest that we possibly can.
It's a family tradition. WPBK FM 102.9.
Since 1957, Durham's Grocery at 606 Lancaster Street in Sanford has been serving Stanford and the surrounding community with a full line of
going to be a really good player. And then, like I mentioned, they're really big up front, physical up front. So, I mean, it's going to take all we got on defense to keep these guys in check.
Number 22 is Keegan Cecil. He's also a sophomore, 52 carries, 374 yards, and 5 touchdowns. When they throw the football, they do go to a junior. Number 8, Tyler Robinson. He's has 19 receptions, 281 yards, and 5 touchdown passes. You mentioned they'll spread the field, they'll get in the bone, they do a little bit of everything, but when they do throw the football, what do they like to do?
They throw some kind of basic concepts. You'll get some Y cross. They like to throw it out in the flats a little bit, but they really like, from what I've seen the last few weeks on film, they like to go vertical down the field too. They'll give number 8 some shots down the sideline, and they'll run 4 verts and just kind of throw it up in the middle to number 33. You know, he lines up kind of that flex tight end, and I mean, guys have him covered most of the time, and you still see him come down with the ball a lot. So there's going to be some jump ball situations for sure out there tonight.
Coach, with the way that film study is today and the huddle and all that kind of stuff that you have you gotten to see them play more than back in the day? We would trade 2 films. We'd see them play 2 games, but have you seen them play several games, and do they do anything different now than they've been doing all year long?
Yeah, we've got quite a few games on them all the way from the beginning to the last 4 or 5 games that they've played. That's the good thing about Huddle. It's easy to get these films from different guys. But, no, they've kind of really done the same stuff. I just think they've gotten better at it. You know, they've started off I know Perry in the past, they really want to spread it out and throw it, but I just think this wishbone stuff and the eye stuff is kind of fits their team a little bit better this year. So it's been kind of the same thing. You get the I formation with some twins or a wing, you get the wishbone, and then they'll go some spread and trips on you too.
It's the Lincoln County Health Department pregame show with head coach Levi Rogers, and when we return, we'll talk about the defense. It's Lincoln County and Perry County Central in round 1 of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association state playoffs on WPBK FM 102.9.
At Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore, your health is their #1 priority. Here's why the community loves them.
Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore delivers my medicine right to my door, free of charge. 1 call, and they're on the way.
Then I can't make it to them. They come to me. That's true care.
With a car full of kids, their drive-through is a lifesaver, fast, convenient, and hassle-free.
It's clear why Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore is a community favorite. Their dedication to personalized service and top quality care is unmatched. Visit Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore at 150 War Admiral and Danville, where your health always comes first.
WPBK-FM is a successor to WRSL-AM and WRSL-FM.
Stereo Country 96 and Clown Jones with you.
We're continuing a long tradition of service to this area.
And this is Cal Smith broadcasting everything in the public interest that we possibly can.
It's a family tradition. WPBK-FM 102.9.
While so many of us ask big questions about what happens when we die, we often forget to ask questions that will capture the way that we lived. Take time to think about the type of funeral services that you would want. Traditional? Celebratory? Will the service reflect your unique interests and personality? Contact McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company and let funeral directors Kyle McKnight and Jamie Oakes assist you in pre-planning your funeral service today. McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, family owned and committed to serving you with dignity.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Our final segment with head coach Levi Rogers as the Lincoln County Patriots are in round 1 tonight at home. First playoff game in quite a few years for the Patriots in the playoffs, and I know that there was a goal that you guys had, Coach. Now you want to get a win and move on. Let's talk about the defense of Perry County Central. While they're young on offense, they're older on defense. Caden Haddix is a senior. He leads the team in tackling, and then also number 2 is Tyson Riley. What makes those 2 kids good?
Yeah, they both stand out. 11 plays a middle linebacker in there, and, I mean, it seems like he's in on every single tackle. So you got to make sure you get 11 blocked, which they got some big boys in front of him. They kind of run a 3-man front. They put those big boys in kind of the inside technique on your tackle, kind of keep number 11 running free back there behind him. So he does a really good job. He stands out. We got to make sure we block him. And then number 2 is kind of an outside linebacker guy that comes up on the edge, and he does a really good job too. I mean, he flies around, gets in there, makes plays in the backfield a little bit, and they'll kind of bump back to like a 3-3 stack kind of deal, and then he moves back to one of those more off the ball linebackers to where, once again, they try to keep him free and let him run around and tackle.
Coach Levi Rogers joins us for Lincoln County takes on Perry County Central tonight on the Lincoln County Health Department pregame show. And, Coach, very wisely, I think, moved the game to Thursday night tonight. Chances of storms and maybe even some lightning and thunder, and Perry County Central has to come a long way. How did that process go down with you guys choosing to move it to tonight?
Yeah, we just got to talking about it, and we looked at the weather all week, and really, I mean, they're calling for really bad weather on Friday, but there was really good weather Thursday and Saturday. So it was kind of, we made the decision earlier in the week, and we asked Perry if they were for it, and they were all for it too, because the last thing we wanted was somebody driving 2.5 hours and sitting at a lightning delay, and then we got to just figure it all out for Saturday. You know, that sounded like a big mess to us. So hats off, and thanks to Perry. You know, they were all about having it on Thursday night.
Coach, I personally want to thank you for not playing on Saturday because it's gun deer season on Saturday morning, and it would have been hard for me to leave the stand to come in and produce the game. But so Lincoln County is playing tonight. Keys to the game as we finish up, Coach. You guys are warming up right now to get ready to play Perry County Central, the Commodores. What are the keys to the game in order to get a win tonight and move on to next round?
Control the line of scrimmage. You know, like I mentioned, they have some really big guys up there, big, strong, physical guys. So we got to match them up front. We got to tackle in space, and then, you know, we got to keep number 33 in check. He's a kid that they bounce around everywhere, him and 22. We got to know where they're at, and we got to be able to tackle them.
Speaking of number 22, our 22, Cash Smith, did come back in last week. Is he pretty much close back to 100%? I mean, he got several carries last week.
Yeah, he's practiced all week long. I've not heard him say anything about the leg or anything like that. So we're hoping we have Cash for a good run here.
Good luck to Coach Levi Rogers. You've been listening to the Lincoln County Health Department pregame show on WPBK-FM. Kickoff is coming up on WPBK-FM 102.9.
To communicate more effectively and become more transparent with our customers, Stanford Waterworks has developed our own free advisory app. Here are some advisories to look for: construction and maintenance activities, boil water advisories, road closures and detours, community events, payment reminders, police and fire department news, and you can pay your bill. To install the app, click on the Play or Apple stores. Type Stanford Waterworks Advisory or SWW Advisory. Stanford Waterworks, providing quality water for Stanford and Lincoln County.
AGE prides itself on a common-sense approach to facilitating our clients' goals and ambitions. Our design group considers not only cost-effective but also economically maintainable solutions from start to finish for our clients. Our historic or cultural resources of an area. AGE proudly sponsors Lincoln County High School sports. AGE Engineering, engineering Kentucky's future.
Hey, this is Joey Hunt, Senior Vice President, Chief Financial Officer for PBK Bank, mom, neighbor, and friend. Are you starting a new business, purchasing a commercial property, home, car, tractor? Come see us at PBK Bank. Our experienced lenders and experienced employees are ready to help. We can help you find the right loan and guide you through the process. If you're ready to invest in your community, come see us today at PBK Bank, your community bank since 1906, serving Lincoln, Boyle, and Rock. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's back to school season, and there's one checklist item you can't afford to miss: an eye exam. Dr. Tan Central Kentucky Family Vision, caring for your family, one pair of eyes at a time.
News is everywhere, but what can you believe? You can believe a trusted friend who takes the time and effort to investigate a subject and gives you a succinct report about it. That's what you get when you read the news at LincolnCountyDailyNews.com, an honest and concise report. It's local and trustworthy. For local news, go to LincolnCountyDailyNews.com. It's easy to remember. LincolnCountyDailyNews.com.
Lincoln County Schools is a proud public school district serving over 3,000 students.
Our district is home to 5 elementary schools, a middle school, a high school, and a technology center. Providing our students with a high level of education is our primary goal. We've recently focused on investing in our staff by providing more workplace incentives that will help us retain and recruit the best teachers and support staff to serve our students. Visit our website, lincoln.kyschools.us, to become part of this forward-moving school district.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Counting you down to kickoff on the Lincoln County Health Department pregame show. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney. Lee Seacorn joins us tonight for the live stream, giving Phillip Smith a night off here in the frigid temperatures. The fog's rolling in. It's playoff football here at Death Valley. The Patriots hosting the Commodores from Perry County Central. Lincoln County 8-2 on the season, and the Commodores come in 3-7. Let's take a look at some team stats for these two teams. Lincoln County averaging 30 points per game while giving up 24. The Commodores averaging 20. They give up 27. On the ground, Lincoln County has ran it for 210 yards per game while throwing for 123 through the air. The Commodores run it for 165 and just under 100 a game, 98 through the air. Defensively, Lincoln County gives up 111 yards per game on the ground and 190 through the air, 301 total yards per game. Perry County Central gives up 187 on the ground and 133 through the air. Dustin, just taking a look at that. Rushing defense looks like a weakness for the Commodores, and we know is a strength for the Patriots and their stable of running backs.
Yeah, I mean, that's no doubt, and I'm sure that's been a focus for Coach Levi Rogers. If Lincoln County does want to advance in this playoff, it's got to start with the rushing game. I feel like Lincoln County can have an advantage there, but it comes with the guys up front in the trenches. And if Lincoln County wants to advance, it's got to start there and allow your backs like Damon Spiegel, Cash Smith, Tucker Foster, Reed Curlis, whoever it be, to be able to have those running lanes.
Special teams-wise, Brody Baker, the place kicker for Lincoln County, 38 of 41. Very impressive on extra points, 3 of 4 on field goals. The Commodores have used 2 different kickers. Aaron Griffith is 5 of 10 on the year, and Kanan Jett 3 of 8. They're 8 of 18 on extra points and have not attempted a field goal, so you would assume they may go for 2 even. They got to be ready for everything.
Absolutely, and I guess the perfect world is you don't let them have that opportunity. But you're right, field goal has kind of been shaky for Perry County Central. So yeah, that is something to be mindful of if Lincoln County does give up a score. I mean, that you're going to have to be watchful for that.
Team leaders individually, Tucker Foster, the junior quarterback, 1,238 yards through the air. He's completing 50% of his passes, 11 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions on the year. Running the ball, Lincoln County has a very balanced rush attack. Damon Spiegel, 583 yards. Tucker Foster, 612. Reed Curlis was 651. And then also last week they got back Cash Smith, and he's right at 200 on the year. And the most impressive thing, and I feel like we talk about it every week, but it says a lot about the offensive line, all 4 of those running backs averaging over 5 yards per carry on the season.
Yeah, and we've said it all season long. I mean, you mentioned the big names on the running backs, but, what's the consistency? And that's the offensive line that they ran behind. Allowing your backs to get 5 yards per carry is something huge. I mean, that's winning football. That's moving the stick football. And, Lincoln County's got to stick to that. Everybody knows. Everybody's trying to force Lincoln County to throw the ball, so running it's going to be important.
Receiving-wise, Bob Floyd, 48 catches, leads the team, and defensively, Reed Curlis, 92 tackles, tracking toward 100. If he gets 8 tonight, leads the way on defense. TJ, 86 tackles, another defensive leader. We're counting you down to tip-off. Just over 3 minutes away, the Patriots and the Commodores. Playoff football from Death Valley on WPBK-FM 102.9.
The kickoff is next. Tonight's game presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall. It's also brought to you by AGE Engineering. Engineering Kentucky's future. By Animal Care Center, offering comprehensive veterinary care for the total well-being of your pet. By Builder Supply, your do-it-best center. By Carroll Hill, attorney at law. By Cedar Creek Dental and Lincoln Plaza Shopping Center. By Coleman's Drugstore and Deli, a Health Mart pharmacy. By Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor. By Danville Office Equipment, making work easier. By Durham's Grocery, big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. By Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore, your health is their priority. By Fox and Friend Funeral Home, your friends in funeral service. By Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care, guarding your home, business, and the environment. By Intercounty Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. By Michaela King, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent. By Lincoln County Animal Shelter, give the gift of love, laughter, and a brighter future for pets in need. By Sonia Bratcher, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent. By Lincoln County Board of Education, every student, every classroom, every day, college, career, and citizenship ready. By Lincoln County Clerk Nancy Jackson. Nancy Jackson urges everyone to keep your taxes in Lincoln County. By Lincoln County Health Department, providing clinical, environmental services, and community education, building a stronger community. By Lincoln County Public Library, your gateway to learning. By McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving the community with grace and passion. By PBK Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. By Pepsi of Somerset, proud sponsor of area high school sports. By Shelter Insurance Agent Sean Slusher. By Stanford Waterworks, providing quality water to our area. By State Farm Agent Jason Todd. By Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers, and Ford Brothers Auctioneers. The kickoff of tonight's game up next on WPBK FM, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Well, it is starting a little early here. The opening kickoff, your Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff from Perry County Central, and Lincoln County recovers the short kick, and they'll start in on their own 39-yard line. The referee's ready to get this Thursday night action underway, and that's what we'll do. Tucker Foster will start from the gun. Patriots moving right to left on your radio dial. One back in the backfield with Foster. He'll give it on the inside give to Spiegel. Nice running lane opens up, and Spiegel gets it up past the 45 to the 46.
Nice gain of about 7 there for Damon Spiegel, who right up the middle, and that's that running game you talked about. Lincoln County's going up tempo here.
Back to the line. Foster looks things over. Spiegel in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Hand side give once again to Spiegel. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to have it with that last surge. He has the football at midfield. And that will move the chains. The Bluegrass Drugstore first down for Lincoln County.
Lincoln County gets the play call in. We'll let you know this first quarter is brought to you by Lincoln County Board of Education, where every student, classroom, everyday, college, career, and citizenship ready.
Foster has it at midfield, stays in the gun, looks to throw, rolls toward his sideline, finds Bob Floyd at the 48, makes a man miss inside the 45. Another stutter step, and finally brought down inside the 40, down at the 38-yard line. A gain of a dozen for Bobby Floyd.
That's just some nice moving there by Floyd. Caught it from about 3 yards out and made a couple of men miss.
Patriots, another Bluegrass Drugstore first down. They have it inside Commodore territory. Tucker Foster from the gun. Inside give to Spiegel, hit at the line and dropped after a short gain. It'll be second and long for Lincoln County. Quickly into Perry County Central territory are the Patriots on their first possession.
I like seeing Lincoln County go fast. Just kind of set the offense up, see what the defense gives you, and go with it.
Foster takes the snap, rolls right. Looks to throw, gets it off, has a man. It's Pendergraft. It'll be enough for a first down, and he'll work it all the way down to the 25, a gain of 14, and another Bluegrass Drugstore first down for this Patriot offense.
And that's just good offense there from Lincoln County.
Foster quickly back, no huddle. Everyone looks over at Coach Rogers, gets the play in. Spiegel stays to his left. Shotgun formation. Play action. Foster runs it himself, breaks the tackle inside the 20, still on his feet. He's to the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5,
get him in there,
toward the end zone, and marked out of bounds inside the 1. Foster with the keeper. Picks up 23, and it'll be first and goal from the 1.
I sure thought he got in on that, but official had a closer view from the pylon, but the blocking ahead of Tucker Foster, what's so impressive there, was able just to run behind his blocks, did have to make one man miss, but had a lot of red jerseys out in front of him.
10:05 to play here in this first quarter. First and goal from the 1. Foster looks things over. He'll go under center. Takes the snap. Quarterback keep. He's in. Touchdown. Tucker Foster from 1 yard out with 10:03 to play in the first quarter, and the Patriots are on the board first with a Cedar Creek Dental touchdown, and they lead 6-0 with 10:03 to play here in the first quarter.
You know, as soon as you get in that range, quarterback sneaks coming. Tucker has been great at that and just went to the left of his center and snuck in there.
Brody Baker on to attempt the extra point. Brandon Hazlett will do the holding duties. Gets it down. Kick is on the way from Baker, and it's good. Our score with 10:03 to play in the first quarter. Lincoln County 7, Perry County Central 0 on WPBK FM 102.9.
Home team. Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agents understand that. When something happens, they're working hard to put things right for you. So when Again, that's 606-875-5790.
So many animals in Stanford need a loving home. Contact Lincoln County Humane Society about adopting an animal that they shelter or foster. Caring for your companion can provide a sense of fulfillment and improve well-being. Not only that, but there simply aren't enough homes for every animal born each year, and you can help with that. The Lincoln County Animal Shelter is here to walk you through the adoption process. To you, a pet is a part of your life. To your pet, you're their whole life. The Lincoln County Animal Shelter.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Here, Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor kickoff is fumbled at the 20 and covered up quickly for no return. That was a dangerous attempt of a return for the Commodores, and they luckily got back on it for them.
Seen Bob Floyd down in there, and let's see who else was.
Hey, shout out to Emma and Audrey Foster watching tonight from NKU. Also, Jeremy Bowles tuned in.
Caden Tucker was also in on the stop for Lincoln County.
9:58 to play first quarter, 7-0. Lincoln County with a quick lead.
7-play, 61-yard drive for Lincoln County.
Parker Maggard, the quarterback, handles the high snap. It's an option left. It's a bad pitch. Loose on the turf, and the Commodores jump on it, but it's going to be a massive loss all the way back to the 13. That's a 10-yard loss.
That's twice. That's, on the kickoff they bobbled it, and that time on the pitch they've bobbled it. And Lincoln County provided pressure that time to kind of force an early pitch, but that's one you got to hold on to if you're the Commodores. Fortunately for them, they was able to regain that possession, and Lincoln County's now set them up 2nd and 20.
Second down and 20, 9:24 to play first quarter on McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Maggart will go from the gun. Bunch set to the near side. One back in the backfield. He's going to throw. Throws toward the Lincoln sideline. Completes his pass. Running space out in front of the receiver, and a big hit. After a gain of about 12, looked like Drake Willoughby came flying in. That pass was complete to Bryson Johnson. It's good for 11. It'll set up 3rd down and 9 for the Doors.
That defense out of Lincoln County just kind of not letting them go deep, and perfect play call by Perry Central just to try to get majority of the yards back. Now, it is still 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 to be exact. Lincoln County needs to win this down.
Maggard has trips to his left, one back in the backfield. Shotgun snap, he'll roll left. Pendergraft brings pressure. Maggard still rolling left, gets the pass off, and it's incomplete. Overshot his intended receiver at the 40-yard line. That'll set up 4th down and 10.
Clay Pendergraft chased him from one side of the field over to the other, and then Reed Curlis helping on the other side to force some pressure for that throw. And, smart decision just to kind of throw that one away. Lincoln County covered that perfect.
Football is marked at the near hash mark. Maggard, the quarterback, also the punter for the Commodores. He'll stand all the way back at his own 13. Man comes on late. That's going to be an illegal procedure as the The late arriver was not on the right side of the football field. Miller came running on that sideline. That would be a 5-yard penalty.
First penalty of the game is that 5-yard.
That'll make it 4th down and 15 now for Perry Central. Lincoln County with an early 7-0 lead, 8:28 to play first quarter.
A chance to have really good field position if they're able to handle this punt.
Opening round of the Class 4A playoffs. Maggard receives the snap, gets the punt off. High booming kick. Foster fields it at the 48. Straight down the sideline. So Tucker and returns it inside the 30 before he's pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Great return from Tucker Foster.
Smart decision to go and get that one. It looked like it's just going to go out of bounds, and he gained another probably 15 yards. Hey, I want to let you know tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carol Hill, an attorney at law in Stanford, by Coleman's Drug Store and Deli, a Health Mart pharmacy, by LincolnCountyDailyNews.com, Lincoln's trusted news source, by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Sonia Bratcher, agent.
Foster shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Spiegel. Spiegel dances around a defender. Stood up at the 25 and brought down. Maybe worked it down to the 24. Forward progress will give him 4 and set up 2nd down and 6.
And also Lincoln County Public Libraries, where you can read, search, discover, and grow out on Lancaster Street in Stanford.
After the game, we'll name our Inter-County Energy Lineman of the game, presented by Inter-County Energy.
Lincoln County's moving fast tonight. It's hard to get those reads in. They're standing on business so far.
Here's a rare huddle.
What's that?
Foster breaks the huddle. Will set up from the shotgun. Spiegel to his right. Hand off to Spiegel. We have a penalty flag thrown near the Lincoln County sideline.
It's like a false start on the Patriots. That's one thing Lincoln County's got to try to avoid tonight. A lot of penalties against Lincoln County last week against Garrett County. A lot of personal foul penalties. I'd like to see them play a clean game here tonight.
2nd down and 11 after the 5-yard penalty. Ball marked on the 29-yard line of the Commodores. 7:25 to play opening quarter. Brennan Hazlett in there at H-back. 1 receiver each way. Foster takes the snap, play action pass.
Oh, he's got
Throws
Floyd.
right. He's got Hazlett and he threw it behind him.
He had Bob Floyd wide open in the end zone and
tried to check it down to Hazlett. It was a tad bit behind Brennan, and it falls incomplete, setting up 3rd down and 11.
That's one you throw it up to Bobby Floyd, and he can just sit under that one. But the play design was to Hazlett, just a little thrown behind him.
3rd and 11. Clock stops with 7:12 to play in this opening quarter, 7-0. Lincoln County with the lead. Cash Smith checks in at halfback. Pendergraft and Floyd split to the far side. Atkins to the near side. Mullins goes in motion. They fake it to Mullins. Tucker sets up, throws, has a man in zone. Cut! Drop! Floyd had it, and he dropped it in the end zone. Floyd was running that seam route, and the ball floated a little bit on Foster. Instead of coming on his inside, floated out on the outside shoulder, and Floyd had it and then dropped it.
Lincoln County's going for it here, 14. Kind of no man's territory. A little too far for a field goal, too close to punt, and I'd like to see him go back to Floyd. I mean, he's been able to get
same
behind
play,
his
maybe,
defender.
right?
Yeah.
4th and 11, they'll go. Smith in the backfield with Foster. Foster rolls right. Smith out in front of him to block. Foster gets the throw off toward Pendergraft in double coverage, and it's incomplete. Look like 2 receivers in the same area, which also means 2 defensive backs. That incomplete pass will be a turnover on downs with 7:01 to play in the first quarter.
After Lincoln County started with great field position, nothing to show for it, and that's a big defensive stand for Perry County Central.
Wasn't due to lack of opportunity. Wide open Floyd there just could not haul that.
That's when you watch the film in the morning, win or loss, and wish you had that football back, because that was a golden opportunity for Lincoln County to go up 2 scores.
Parker Maggard, the quarterback, 58%, 909 yards, 7 touchdowns. He'll hand it off this time, and Lincoln County's all over it. Gain of 1 on the carry. Bryson Johnson, the ball carrier for the Commodores. 2nd down and 9.
That's where Perry County Central coming in, averaging 187 yards. 165 yards on the ground. Lincoln County, that stingy rush defense.
Shotgun snap for Magger. Pass is tipped and intercepted.
Tucker Foster.
Foster with another takeaway. He has had quite the year forcing turnovers, and he does it here again off a deflected pass and a diving interception for Tucker Foster at the 38-yard line. And the Patriots are in business here once again, leading 7-0 with 6:25 to play here in the first.
Now here's where you have to capitalize. This is the second straight possession for Lincoln County that you're starting in great field position. Got to find a way to put the football in the end zone again.
Foster will go under center. High formation behind him. Tucker will turn and give it to Spiegel. Big hole for Damon. Still on his feet inside the 30 to the 29, a 9-yard run. Spiegel hit after about 4 and then drug defenders for an extra 4.
That's just pure strength.
Cash Smith will check in for Spiegel. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 6 minutes left, first quarter. 7-0 Patriots.
Right now, Lincoln County averaging 6.8 yards per carry. Of course, the biggest of which was that 24-yard rush by quarterback Tucker Foster.
Back under center is Foster. He'll give it to Smith. Smith hitting the backfield. He's going to lose yards. Back to the 34. Not seen the Lincoln County run the eyes this year. They've got Brendan Hazlett in there at fullback.
And that's one Cash Smith never had a chance. He was met in the backfield as soon as he had the ball.
Yeah, I think the Commodores, after seeing the same play the play before, were anticipating that. Mullins will check back in for Hazlett. 5:20 left here in the first. 7-0 Patriots. Lincoln County got on the board on a 1-yard run from Foster. 3rd down and 5. And he's going to have enough for a first down, a gain of 13. A Bluegrass Drugstore first down, the first grab of the night by the senior, Johnny Football. Quickly back to the line are the Patriots.
Bob Floyd ran another deep route, and all the eyes went towards him. Atkins just found the sticks and had a little curl route around the 20.
Tucker with a give. It's Cash Smith. Quickly through the hole inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Gain of 3, Cash. Good to see him healthy and back out here being able to finish. The 10, and I think he's going to have enough for first, and that was all cash money right there.
All you seen was 22 with a bunch of white jerseys on him, and he was just pushing the pile himself.
Picks up 8 yards, and it will be another Bluegrass Drugstore first down, 1st and goal now. Football just inside the 10. Spiegel back in at halfback, and we're going to get a false start on Lincoln County. It looked like Pendergraph moved early.
Yeah, had his forward momentum already started, and he knew it as soon as he moved.
I think that play might have been dialed up for Big Chuck there. He's moving early to.
This is his area. This is where Lincoln County's found success with him in the back of that end zone. I'd like to see him go back to it.
Under 4 now left in this opening quarter. 7-0 Patriots, and they have it 1st and goal from the 15 after that penalty. Foster puts Floyd in motion. He'll fake it to Floyd on the pop pass, rolls right, plenty of time, checks it down to Mullins, and he takes a big hit. Unable to haul that pass in. Pops right back up to his feet, but will be an incomplete pass to set up 2nd goal from the 15.
And he was hit as soon as that ball came to his possession. Had really no chance to haul that one in. That's just good defense there by the secondary from Perry County.
3:42 left here in the first. After the game, we'll name our Guardian Exterminating and Bee Green Lawn Care Player of the Game. Post-game interviews on the turf with Dustin Oney. Second and goal. Ball marked at the 15-yard line. Tucker takes the snap from the gun, rolls right. Gets around a defender, and they get sacked. Looked like he was going to get around him, and that was a one-arm tackle by the Commodores to sack Foster, and another big loss. It looked like Tucker had him beat.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just a reach out there, and look what I found. 7-yard loss, and now what was first and goal from the 10 is first and goal from the 22.
So a penalty and a sack is going to back them up. Yeah, third and goal now from the 22-yard line. Patriots were in business here. Had it first and goal inside the 10. Now they face third and goal all the way back at the 22. And right, just get half of it back would be a good thing. From the gun goes Tucker. He looks to throw, and he had Atkins on a comeback route at the 10, and it hit him right in the chest and falls incomplete. That was the play Atkins picked up the first with. So now fourth and goal from the 22.
And you got to make it to the end zone. Anything short's a turnover.
And this is probably right at Baker's range, and they're going to bring him out and give him a shot here.
We're at about a 37-yard field goal attempt right here.
It will officially be a 39-yard attempt for Brody Baker, the junior place kicker. The ball is marked on the right inside of the far hash mark. Lincoln County kicking right to left toward the baseball field. Atkins the long snapper. Hazlett will be the holder. Good snap. Kick is on the way. It's got the leg, and it goes wide left. No good. The Baker field goal attempt from 39. Had plenty of leg.
Yeah, definitely had the distance.
It sailed left there right at the end.
But the troublesome part, Brad, that's back-to-back possessions. Lincoln County has had great field position to start and coming away with 0 points on both of those possessions.
And you kind of feel like they got away from the run game on those last two possessions, Dustin. They ran the ball very effectively here early on.
Yeah, and, you go back to that 5-yard penalty. It's just 5 yards, but it kind of gets them out of rhythm and gets them off schedule.
So the Commodores will get it back. They'll start on their own 20. They'll go with it off to Johnson here on first down. He's hitting the backfield, breaks the first tackle, and finally brought down by Mounts at the 26-yard line. Johnson with a 6-yard run. Best run of the night for the Commodores. They trail 7-0 with 2:25 left here in this first quarter. Maggard and the Commodores go no huddle. Look at the wristband to get the play. Maggard's going to stay in the gun with Johnson his right. He's got trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Maggard takes the snap, comes up with a quick pass, and it's dropped. Wide open was Tyler Robinson on a quick hitch. So both teams having a little trouble holding on to the football here, and the fog is rolling in. It's damp air. Could be a little moisture on that football out there.
But once again, Lincoln County's been perfect so far on third down defense. To my knowledge, I don't think Perry County Central's picked up a first down yet, and you'd like to see that streak continue here on this third down for Lincoln County. Looks like about a 3rd and 3 coming up.
It's placed on the 27-yard line of the Commodores. 2:02 left in the first. Maggard keeps it in the gun with Johnson to his right side. He'll pitch it to Johnson, gets around Pendergraph. He's going to have the first. Brought down up at the 38-yard line, picks up 9 yards. I had a good play call there for Lincoln County. It looked like Pendergraph was coming on a blitz. First down, Perry Central with under 2 to play. Their first down of the night.
This goes back, unable to score with great field position for Lincoln County. You score on just one of them, 14-0 feels a lot different than a 7-0 lead. Perry County's now driving to try to tie this game.
Haggard takes the snap, looks left. He's going to throw. Has a man out in the flats, caught at the 36. Runs it up to the 44-yard line where he's brought down. Willoughby and Foster Damon Spiegel also in there on defense tonight. 2nd and 5 after that completion.
So far in this first quarter, you really got to compliment the Commodores receivers blocking. That's a couple times, that last possession on the run and then that pass right there. Their receivers doing a lot of the dirty work and allowing some big yards for the Commodores.
Maggard looks it over, takes the snap from the gun, inside give to his back, Johnson, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Reed Curlis and Mounts. Caden Gibson, the ball carrier. You take a look at Perry County Central, they're a balanced rush attack with 4 backs with over 280 yards on the season. Really no dominant back. Miller,
I believe a lot of youth
leads the team.
A lot of youth in those backs, too. A lot of freshmen, sophomores. So something they're going to rely on as the years go. This will be the last play, potentially, of this first quarter.
They'll go under center, high formation, handoff. Cecil, left side, hit at the line, and nothing going on. Maybe got half a yard, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter here at Death Valley. Lincoln County leads Perry Central 7-0 on WPBK FM 102.9.
Let's go, Patriots. Remember to visit downtown Stamford, where you can shop, dine, play, and stay. Visit the historic L&N Depot, the Presbyterian Meeting House, and Logan's Fort. Walk on the Wilderness Road. Come help us celebrate the 250th anniversary of the founding of Stamford in 2025. Support all sports in Lincoln County. Let's go, Pates.
Hey, sports fans. Doc Spangler here for Danville Office Equipment. For your office equipment, supplies, and furniture needs, use Danville Office Equipment. Why? Number 1, keep your money working right here in your town and county. Number 2, do business with people you actually know and trust to help and really care about your office running smooth. Number 3, our price is within mere pennies of the internet stores and most of the time even better. So if you have needs for your office, give Danville Office Equipment a call at 1-800-633-0991. That's Danville Office Equipment.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
4th down and 4, and Maggard's back there to punt it away for the Commodores. A high, booming kick that hits at the 25, and Lincoln County's just going to get away from it. Does take a Patriot bounce back up to the 29-yard line. So the defense holds again. The offense back on the field for the 4th time, and Dustin, you've said it, the last 2 times they have had it in excellent field position and came away with no points.
It just feels like they're going to mark that ball back up to the 30. But it seems like Lincoln County's playing with fire on offense. I mean, you've had opportunities to score. Eventually, it's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah, you feel like you should be up 2 or 3 scores. And instead, it's still 7-0 as we begin the second quarter. Tucker fakes it to Mullins. He's going to run it himself, and he's hit at the line and may be able to gain a yard. We'll give him 2. Foster, a capable runner. He's ran for 612 yards, leads the team with 13 rushing touchdowns, 6 yards per carry, and he's coming off back-to-back 100-yard rushing games.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a force rushing the football, and that's what makes him so dangerous. He's a dual threat. If you key in on his running, he can hit some of those receivers. If not, he don't care to tuck it and go.
I formation, Hazlett back in at fullback. Give to Spiegel. He'll follow Hazlett. Good hole. Spiegel, nice run.
There he goes.
Up past the 40 to the 43. That's a hard-nosed run from the senior Damon Spiegel. And enough for a Bluegrass Drugstore first down up to the 43-yard line.
Damon and Cash both running strong in a physical runs.
Quickly back to the line. They'll go under center once again from the I. 2 receivers to the far side. Foster goes right back to Spiegel. He'll follow the same play. ISO right, big hole, and he's up inside Commodore territory to the 42. 15 more yards for Spiegel. That's kind of what we talked about after that last drive. Just run the football, and you see what's happening here.
What's that off blind side? Run the ball, Kurt, or whatever they say.
Now Cash Smith will check in for Spiegel. Keep those backs fresh, and we got a builder supply timeout called by the Doors. Patriots lead 7-0 on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County will have it 1st and 10 with 10:45 left here in the first half. They lead 7-0. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Only, a rare Thursday night lights. Lee Sinkhorn on the live stream tonight. Tim Estes back in the studio.
Well, I'm assuming it's warmer, but I'm not going to complain. I've complained all year about the cold. I'm going to be strong tonight. Thursday night, Dustin.
1st and 10, Lincoln County from the 42. I formation. Foster will turn and give to Smith. Smith follows Hazlett through the hole and breaks a tackle.
He's pushing everybody out of his way.
Pushed
Teammates,
his way up to the 37. That's a vicious 5 yards from Cash Smith.
And that's the Cash Smith that you've missed this year, and injuries kind of took away. Just that physical bag, we described it as a bull in a china shop last year, just the way he runs behind his pads, and it's good to see that physical run there by the senior.
2nd down and 6, 10-14 to play first half on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Foster will go under center, Hazlett and Smith behind him. Tucker will toss it to Smith around left edge. He cuts upfield, tripped up, and able to work it down to the 35. We got a late flag on the Perry County Central sideline. I don't know if we got a late block or a late hit. Someone went flying late over there, and then the yellow flag came to follow. And Lincoln County's already backing up. This would be a very unfortunate time to get a personal foul.
It is. Looks like it's going to be a personal foul against the Patriots.
That's going to back it all the way up and back inside Lincoln County territory to the 49, so a huge penalty. And it still will be 3rd down, as that was a dead ball foul. Too many personal fouls the last 2 weeks for Lincoln County.
Yeah, we've seen 3 or 4 last week, and it's coming in big times. Now it was a dead ball play, so now you're setting up 3rd down and a mile. And another potential scoring drive squandered.
3rd and 18. Tucker from the gun, back to pass. Sets up the screen. Cash has it at the 48. He's inside Commodore territory and brought down at the 42. If he got around that one last guy, Dustin, he may have been off to the races. It's the first time we've seen that middle screen to Smith this year. But Cash does get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now you're back to 4th and 10.
Just like the last 2 possessions, they died on these 3rd and 4th and longs. This will be 4th and 10. They're going to go for it. Ball on the Commodore 42. Smith in the backfield with Foster. He'll go from the gun. Takes the snap, fakes it to Smith. Sets up over the middle, has Hazlett.
Nice catch.
High point. Hazlett hauls it in down at the 22. Big B will move the chains with a Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down.
What's some hops there by
Hazlett.
Hazlett.
As we've mentioned, a tremendous baseball player. You saw it there. Sneaky athlete.
He's pretty automatic. That football hits his hands most times than not. It's going to be caught, and that time he went up two-handed snag.
A big catch on 4th down. Smith in the backfield with Foster. Floyd comes in motion. Fake to Floyd, give to Smith. Smith running over, spinning into defenders down to the 13. Another gain of around 9 yards for Cash Smith. And this is what healthy Cash Smith looks like.
Yeah, between him and Damon both right now, up to 70 yards on 13 carries rushing the football between the two.
2nd and 1 from the 13. Foster, hand off to Smith again, breaks a tackle inside the 5 and finally tripped up. Looked like he was going to go there. He's just running through defenders. Moves it down to the 5. Another Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down. 1st and goal now. Smith will stay in with Foster. Quickly back on the football. Tucker looks right. Gives some last-minute direction. Takes the snap. Hand off to Smith. Turns upfield. And tripped up at the 2-yard line. 3-yard run.
That's officially going to put Lincoln County over the century mark now. 19 carries for the game for 102 yards. 5.3 yards per carry right now for the Patriots.
2nd down and go. 7:45 left in the half. Ball marked on the 2-yard line. Foster looks over at Coach Rogers. He's got Cash Smith to his right. One receiver each way. He'll work from the gun. Tucker, handoff. Smith dives toward the end zone.
No.
And they're going to mark him short. Looked like he had dove into that end zone, but he's going to be just short. It looked like he got up out of the end zone.
Maybe a neat hit before he crossed. I don't know, but it looked like he was in the red end zone. But
that's going to make it 3rd and goal, and the nose of the football is about
don't you say
an
a Tootsie Roll.
away.
Don't you say a Tootsie Roll.
No
Halloween's
more Tootsie.
over.
You've already ate all those.
Yes,
no more Tootsie Rolls.
And this is I just play it safe. Tucker Foster.
He'll go under center. Cash behind him. Turn, handoff. Smith right into the pile, and no signal yet. There it is. Touchdown. Cash Money from 1 yard out. With 6:48 to play here in the second quarter. Cash Smith gives Lincoln County their second Cedar Creek Dental touchdown of the night. And the Patriots push their lead to 13-0. Brody Baker on to attempt the extra point.
You know, I said just Tucker Foster the safe play, but you got to reward Cash Smith on that, and that's exactly what they did. Cash punches it in.
Baker, the right-footed kicker, the junior. Hazlett gets the snap down. Baker's kick is on the way, and it is good. With 6:48 to play in the half, Lincoln County leads 14-0 on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Dr. Powell, the community's trusted dentist since 2014, offers a comprehensive dental care with a touch of luxury. In his state-of-the-art facility, you can get a crown in a day, brighten your smile with in-office whitening, or even indulge in lip filler or anti-aging treatments with Jabot. Open Monday to Thursday from 7 to 5, gladly accepting new patients with most major insurances. To schedule your appointment, give us a ring at 606-282-4607. Cedar Creek Dental, creating smiles that last a lifetime.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
This is Sean Slusher, your shelter insurance agent here in Stanford. For auto, home, farm, business, and life insurance, give me a call, 365-3143.
Lincoln football, presented.
Brody Baker on for the Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff. It's fielded at the 15-yard line in a trip. Second straight week, the 12th man, the old turf monster, makes a tackle for Lincoln County Special Teams.
We'll give it to Bob Floyd. He was the closest one there, but beneficial there for Lincoln County because it looked like he had a head of steam. Hey, the second quarter tonight's game is brought to you by Lincoln County Board of Education, where every student, classroom, every day, college, career, and citizenship ready.
And after the game, we'll name our Lincoln County DailyNews.com biggest play of the game. It'll be posted on WPBK-FM tomorrow. Maggard will look to throw toward his sideline, completes it at the 35. And he's able to run it all the way up to the 44-yard line. That's the biggest play of the night for Perry Central. Tyler Robinson on the reception for the Commodores.
Big 17-yard reception.
Commodores came in with 909 passing yards. Maggard completes 58% of his passes.
Maggard's 3 of 6 for 33 yards and 1 interception so far in this first half.
Maggard will keep it in the gun. Quick throw out in the flats and caught again. Looked like it was going to be a short game, but Robinson pulls the defender for a couple extra yards up to the 46. Picks up 4. Maggard is only a sophomore. Good-looking quarterback. Makes quick decisions for this Commodore offense. Second down and 5. 6:13 left in the half. 14-0. Patriots lead. Maggard will hand it off to Johnson with a big hole. He's going to have a first down. Finally brought down at the 42-yard line inside Lincoln County territory. 11-yard run. So the Commodores having some success on offense for the first time tonight here on this drive with back-to-back big plays. or two of the last 3 plays have been big plays.
Yeah, coming into this drive, Perry County Central had 27 total yards of offense. They've upped that now to 59.
Quickly, is Maggard takes the snap and runs it himself.
There's a flag on the play.
Pulls defenders with him to the 34-yard line, but as you mentioned, a penalty flag thrown.
As it
It could be a face mask where they threw that one.
Stands about a 7-yard gain right now, and it looks like it's going to be added on to that.
It will be a face mask on Lincoln County, and it's the second bad penalty on back-to-back drives. Those 15-yarders hurt you.
That's now 40 yards of penalty yards for Lincoln
And going
County.
back to last week, too, that's one thing Lincoln County's got to clean up here in these playoffs. That'll move it inside the Lincoln County red zone for the first time tonight on the 19-yard line. Maggard, hand off to Johnson, tries to bounce it out around the right edge, and he stood up and pushed back.
Going nowhere on that one.
Maybe picked up a half yard, but no gain officially. Shout out to Joey Smith tuned in, the old former linebacker for these Patriots.
Got to give a shout out to my man Vernon Mitchell. He called me and was like,
The mayor.
"Hey, you got to let people know I'm watching."
He's doing what he's got to do, rooting on these Patriots.
Big supporter of Lincoln County.
Second down and 10, ball marked on the 19-yard line of Lincoln County. Maggard looks to throw, looks left, pump fakes, now rolls right. He'll run with it up the sideline and out of bounds. Pendergraph forces him out shy of the 10-yard line. See where they mark him out of bounds. Right at the 11, so he picks up about 7 yards. Shout out to Frank Horton tuned in tonight. Brian and Colette Robbins. Also Mike Baston. Curtis Cook, J.R. Reed, all say go Patriots. Decent crowd has filed in here for Thursday Night Lights. Third down and 2. Doors have it on the Lincoln County 11. Maggard takes the snap, handoff Johnson, and Johnson's going to have the first as he dives ahead up to the 7-yard line. That'll make it first and goal for Perry County Central.
That's where going back to Lincoln County's second and third offensive drives, unable to capitalize in good field position. Your defense held you for the most part of this first half. Now Perry County Central's in scoring drive to cut this lead in half. Lincoln County leading 14-0, but Perry County's the 7-yard line.
First and goal from the 7. One back in the backfield with Maggard. Throws out on the right flats, caught and dropped. Right at the 6-yard line. Reed Curlis, first man in. Curlis had quite the year defensively. Leads this team with 92 tackles, so if he has anywhere his normal night, he's going to go over that very elusive 100 tackle mark.
That's kind of getting your 1,000 yards as a rusher or receiver, quarterback. That's, the century mark is a
big-time year.
milestone.
And then, of course, Curlis has filled in admirably at halfback, too, with 651 rushing yards. Second and goal. The ball is on the 5. Maggard hands it off to Johnson, and who is going to be well short of the goal line. Stood up and pushed back. Maybe got to the 4. Good job by the Lincoln County defense there. Curlis in on the action. Also Mounts over on that left side. That'll bring up third and goal. Forward progress will get him down to the 3. 3:24 left in the half. 14-0 Lincoln, but the Commodores are knocking on the door. Third and goal from the 3. Maggard will go from the gun. Option left. He's going to run it himself. Hit at the 2 and stood up.
No.
Not going to get there. He officially looks like he's going to mark it at about the 1.5 yards and short of the end zone to set up 4th and goal from just inside the 2.
That's good defense. Maggard had the forward, the momentum, I should say, going towards the goal line. I didn't see who that defender was there for Lincoln County, but stood him up right there and allowed him no more.
Maggard walks over toward the sideline with 2:40, and you will have to think they're going to use a builder supply timeout here after running this clock down. Still 11 on the PBK bank play clock. And that's what the Commodores are going to do. They're going to take this play clock down, or the game play clock down to 1, and use a timeout. We'll break two. 2:20 left in the half. Patriots lead 14-0 on WPBK FM 102.9. Patriots are facing a 4th and goal here from the Perry County Central offense. It'll be 4th and goal from just inside the 2-yard line. Shout out to my man Bobby Johnson. He says go Pates. Also Arlena McFarland tuned in. 4th and goal from just inside the 2. Commodores going right to left on your radio dial toward the baseball field end. Maggard will go from the gun. Johnson to his right. Takes the snap. Maggard's going to run it right up the gut. No signal. There it is. A late signal and a touchdown as Maggard finds a crease and gets Perry County Central on the board with a 2-yard rush with 2:17 to play here in the second quarter.
And that's just get your forward momentum, try to get your speed up and push for 2 yards, and he got just that.
Lincoln County's lead cut to 8 with the extra point pending. Kanan Jett on to attempt it. He's only 3 of 8 on the season. That's a bad snap, and Bob Floyd blocks it. What do you know? Mr. Special Teams. That'll keep it at 6. Lincoln County leads by 8, 14-6 on WPBK FM 102.9. Squibb kick is fielded by Hazlett on the 35-yard line, and a nice return from Hazlett up to the 43. And that's where the Patriots will take over with all 3 timeouts, leading 14-6 with 2:12 to play here in the first half. What about Mr. Special Teams, Bob Floyd, Dustin?
You know, if he's not returning kicks back, he's blocking kicks, and you gave a pretty good statistic there off air, Brad.
5 block kicks for Floyd in the last 4 games.
That's impressive.
Lincoln County with a chance to add on to their lead here before the half. Tucker's going to put Floyd in motion. He'll turn and fake it to him on the reverse. He's looking deep. Johnny Atkins open, and he dropped it. Had Johnny at the 20, and he hit him on the money. But it falls incomplete. Well-designed play.
Yeah, and that's a touchdown if that one's hauled in, and that was designed perfectly. A lot of different schemes coming in. You had the fake pitch off. You had everything setting back, and it was one-on-one, and that's when, you know, Atkins wants back because that was placed perfect by Tucker.
That stops the clock with 2:06 to play in a half. It's been a half of missed opportunities for this offense.
Most definitely.
One back in the backfield with Tucker. He'll go from the gun. He looks to throw. 3-step drop. Sets up, and the pump fakes. Now rolls toward the Lincoln sideline and finds Pendergraph at the 45. Clay gets it inside the 45 down to the 44, and that'll move the chains. Bluegrass Drugstore first down. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage as Lincoln County clock inside of 2 minutes. They do have all 3 timeouts. Have it inside Commodore territory. Tucker rolls right, gets his pass off. Bob Floyd hauls it in at the 40 and wisely goes out of bounds down near the 37-yard line, actually the 36. So a good job of Bobby Floyd.
8 yards. Pick up now. Tucker Foster, 7 of 13 for 88 yards.
You like seeing that senior, too, knows that he has to get out of bounds, stop that clock.
Yeah, Patriots still with their 3 timeouts, so clock isn't necessarily a factor as the Patriots are driving right now down to the 36.
Foster keeps it in the gun. Hand off to Spiegel, and he'll run right behind his center. It looks like he's going to have enough for a first. Needed 2, and he picked up 4. That's going to move the chains. Another Bluegrass Drugstore first down. Clock will run once they set the football. 8-point lead for Lincoln County, and they have it inside Commodore territory. 1:29 left in the half. Play action pass. Foster pump fakes, looks deep. He's got a man. Floyd tipped. He caught! It was deflected by Perry County Central, and Bob Floyd out of nowhere catches it off the deflection for a 33-yard touchdown pass.
Sometimes a little luck is needed. That one probably should have been picked off, but instead it's put up in the air, and the tip drill is won by Bobby Floyd.
A miraculous catch from Floyd, and Lincoln County scores with 1:22 left on the half from the touchdown pass from Foster. Baker on to attempt another extra point. Low snap, Hazlett gets it down. Baker's kick is right down Broadway with 1:22 to play in the half. 21-6. Lincoln County leads on WPBK FM 102.9.
Promotion or the birth of a new baby. Who do you call to share in your excitement? You call a friend. During the difficult times in life, such as the loss of a loved one, who do you call for support and comfort? You call a friend. John David and Mary Benton Friend, your friends in funeral service. We also offer a full line of monument products. Contact us anytime, 365-2670 or 379-2011.
News is everywhere. But what can you believe? You can believe a trusted friend who takes the time and effort to investigate a subject and gives you a succinct report about it. That's what you get when you read the news at LincolnCountyDailyNews.com. An honest and concise report. It's local and trustworthy. For local news, go to LincolnCountyDailyNews.com. It's easy to remember. Lincoln County Daily News.
.122 left in the half. Baker on for another Doc Miller Stanford Mayer kickoff. It's a high booming kick. Fielded by Perry Central back at the 15, and a big play by Reed Curlis to bring the returner down right at the 25-yard line. The special teams, especially this kickoff coverage, for the most part, the second half of the year has done a terrific job, Dustin.
Yeah, there was a time when you thought, ooh, I don't know, they're missing something, and they had to resort to pooch kicks. Now it's just, hey, kick it deep, let's go tackle.
Lincoln County with a quick answer after the Commodores scored their first touchdown of the night.
It didn't even take a full minute.
A Bob Floyd 33-yard touchdown pass off a deflection.
That's payback. We missed a wide-open touchdown, so that's just...
That's right. 1:16 left in the half. Magger going to look to throw over the middle. He's got his tight end at the 31. And a big gain up past the 35 to the 36. It's going to be close to a first down. They will move the chains. Go back to that touchdown pass. The safety for Perry Central actually made a great play on that ball.
Yeah, he set back on it almost like a center fielder.
He came out of nowhere.
And read it perfect. Ball was a little underthrown and just could not haul it in.
Maggard looks to throw, steps up in the pocket. Now he'll throw it over toward his sideline, and it's picked.
No way.
Bob Floyd came flying out of nowhere with the interception at midfield. The receiver looked to be wide open when Maggard threw the ball, and Floyd came streaking in out of nowhere. A diving catch going out of bounds on the Central sideline, and they give him the catch for the turnover.
And the toe tap to get the feet down. I mean, he looked like Superman flying through there.
So it looks like on those block kicks, he just comes out of nowhere.
It's like me going them cookies that Nick Baston brought you.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Melanie Baston supplying the cookies this week after we got the Halloween cookies from Pam and Judy last week.
If anybody wants to do a ribeye next week,
hey, we're going
I'm
to
game.
Corbin. I mean, we won't turn it down.
We got to win.
Lincoln County's got time here. 46 seconds left in the half. They have it at midfield. Foster's going to look to throw. He's got Pendergraph at the 44. Breaks a tackle inside the 40 down to the 38. Another Bluegrass Drugstore first down. Of course, Lincoln does have all 3 timeouts, but as they move the chains, they're going to go quick. They'll wind the clock. 36 seconds left in the half. Foster looks things over, takes the shotgun snap, rolls right, complete to Floyd at the 35, and he got out of bounds right there. Yeah, that was close. Nearly got tackled inside that white line, but they're going to say he did get out.
That's one you couldn't argue either way.
Still plenty of time. 27 seconds. You got all 3 timeouts. Patriots trying to get another quick score after that Bob Floyd interception. 21-6 the lead, and the Patriots looking for more going into half. Cash Smith in the backfield with Foster, 3 receivers to the far side. 1 receiver toward the near side. Shotgun snap, Tucker. Plenty of time. Floats it over the middle toward Floyd. It's tipped around and falls incomplete. There was 3 white shirts in the vicinity of Bob Floyd on that pass.
That's one usually, if it's not caught, it's intercepted. Unfortunately, it was knocked to the ground. Dangerous pass. And it's cold air tonight. The ball's really not traveling through the air as it would on a warm night. You've seen a lot of bobbling, missed a lot of drops. You wonder if the cold factoring in, the dew maybe sitting in off that fog.
The ball does not look like it's got much behind it. It's just both teams. It just kind of dies in this thick air.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 from the 35. 21 seconds left in the half. Foster going to look to throw. Has a clean pocket. Looks right sideline for Cash Smith with a big grab. They're going to say he's out of bounds, and it looked like he came down in bounds.
I don't know about that.
He was hit right as he hauled it in.
Just as we brag
that
about.
Was a great catch over the shoulder for Smith.
From our point of view, it looked like Smith was able to get that toe in, but the official, he's watching that sideline for that. Must have touched the sideline before.
Yeah, he was right
down.
on it, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He was quickly down on the play, though.
He was at a better angle than we were. That's a nice pass and a nice catch.
Still plenty of time. 16 seconds. You got all 3 timeouts, but it is now 4th and 6 from the Commodore 35.
See if Lincoln County looks for Big 12. Clay Pendergraph here.
Tucker's going to look to throw. Looking left, scans the field, throws it out in the flat to Mullins. Mullins with the grab, breaks a tackle. Going to get the first with the second effort. The senior Mullins moves the sticks. And it looks like Lincoln County will use a builder supply timeout. We'll keep it here with only 7 seconds left, 7.6 seconds. What a play by Mullins. He was going to be short, Dustin, with that defender right on him, and he made him miss and picked up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, that's just a nice play, and he shouldn't have got the first down, but you've seen the speed from Bryson Mullins, able to get around one defender, pick up that first down. Now Lincoln County may have 1, maybe 2, depending on how the route goes.
You may look for something short, try to set Baker up again. Let's go back to that grab by Mullins. Last few weeks, he's had some big grabs from Lincoln County, and you know, I always like to debate. Of course, I grew up with his mom and dad. Joey was a great basketball player here, but I'm starting to think he got those wheels from his mom, Christy.
Listen, Joey's a lot bigger than me. I am not going against Joey Mullins. I'm just going to say
his mother may or may not have told me to say that.
They're both fast. I'll go with that.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Lincoln County. They're going to have it on the Commodore 27 with only 7.6 seconds left. So maybe enough time for one play, a quick timeout, and a Baker field goal attempt. They've used Floyd on these sideline routes. He's set down on those sidelines. Hazel's going to come in late. Still plenty of time, 20 seconds on the PBK Bank play clock. Smith in the backfield with Foster, shotgun formation. Tucker looks to throw, pump fakes, gets it off, and caught up at the 24 by Johnny Atkins with 3 seconds left. And another quick builder supply timeout called. So now you bring on the special teams unit and give Baker a chance for another long field goal. Had plenty of leg from 39, and this one will be from 44, and I think he's got the leg for it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Baker will be kicking left or right on your radio dial toward the softball tennis court end of Death Valley.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout by the Patriots.
3 seconds left in the half. Lincoln County leading 21-6 as Lincoln County uses their second builder supply timeout to stop the clock and get the field goal unit out there and ready. It's been a late surge. Plenty of opportunities were missed by this offense in the first quarter, but it seems like in the last 2 minutes of the half, Dustin, they've kind of made up for it.
Yeah, I mean, you see big explosive passes. You've seen a big interception, and now marching down the field for a chance for a halftime buzzer-beaten field goal.
2nd and 6, but the field goal unit is on. Brody Baker, it actually will be officially a 40-yard attempt as they'll mark it at the 23. Hazlett will do the holding duties. Atkins, the long snapper. Junior Baker on to kick it. Gets the kick off, and it's partially blocked, and it will fall well short. And that will end things here in the first half at Death Valley. First round playoffs. The Patriots lead the Commodores 21-6 here at the break. It's halftime. We'll recap things next on WPBK FM 102.9.
Who need an eye exam. Dr. Tanner Lay of Central Kentucky Family Vision reminds adults eye strain from screens is real. Blurred vision and frequent headaches may be early signs of a problem, and routine eye exams can detect issues like high blood pressure and diabetes. Even if your vision seems fine, your eyes might tell a different story. Take care of your eyes the way you take care of the rest of your health. Call Central Kentucky Family Vision in Stanford and schedule your eye exam today. Your vision, your wellness, your future.
At Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store, your health is their #1 priority. Here's why the community loves them.
Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store delivers my medicine right to my door, free of charge. One call and they're on the way.
Then I can't make it to them. They come to me. That's true care.
With a car full of kids, their drive-through is a lifesaver, fast, convenient, and hassle-free.
It's clear why Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store is a community favorite. Their dedication to personalized service and top quality care is unmatched. Visit Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store at 150 War Admiral and Danville, where your health always comes first.
Lincoln County Schools is a proud public school district serving over 3,000 students. Our district is home to 5 elementary schools, a middle school, a high school, and a technology center. Providing our students with a high level of education is our primary goal. We've recently focused on investing in our staff by providing more workplace incentives that will help us retain and recruit the best teachers and support staff to serve our students. Visit our website, lincoln.kyschools.us, to become part of this forward-moving school district.
So many animals in Stanford need a loving home. Contact Lincoln County Humane Society about adopting an animal that they shelter or foster. Caring for your companion can provide a sense of fulfillment and improve well-being. Not only that, but there simply aren't enough homes for every animal born each year, and you can help with that. The Lincoln County Animal Shelter is here to walk you through the adoption process. To you, a pet is a part of your life. To your pet, you're their whole life. The Lincoln County Animal Shelter.
Hi, I'm your County Clerk, Nancy Jackson. I've partnered with American Land Records to bring you free property title alerts. Deed fraud is real, but this service notifies you anytime a new record is filed with your name. Just visit our website, lincoln.clerkinfo.net, to sign up for texts or emails. That's lincoln.clerkinfo.net. Or give us a call at 365-4570 and we will be happy to help you sign up. Protect your property today. It's fast, free, and easy.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with State Farm's homeowner's insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Jason Todd, your local State Farm agent, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. multi-line discount can save you.
Lincoln Football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Halftime here at Death Valley. The Patriots lead the Commodores from Perry County 21-6 here at the break. It's a cold night, fog rolling in, and if you ever wondered why this place got its name tonight, it's one of those nights you can figure out why as the fog has rolled into Death Valley. I love it. There's nothing that says playoff football more to me, and it really makes me flash back to my childhood of coming to watch Lincoln County in the playoffs with the fog rolling in the valley.
And this is why they call it Death Valley. And Brad, looking at some the scoring drives here in the first half, Lincoln County quickly out of the gates in that first quarter with 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Quarterback Tucker Foster rushes it in from 1 yard out. A Brody Baker point after attempt put Lincoln County up 7-0. Lincoln would have 2 more drives after that, and starting with good field position, but could not come away with any points on those. So their next score came in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go when senior Cash Smith rushed it in from 1 yard out. A Baker point after attempt put Lincoln County up 14-0. Perry County Central would find the end zone with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go on a 4th and 2 when quarterback Parker Maggard kept it from 2 yards out. The point after attempt was blocked by guess who? Bob Floyd, putting the score Lincoln County 14, Perry County Central 6. And then right before half with 1 minute and 22 seconds left, Tucker Foster connects deep to Bob Floyd from 33 yards out. A Brody Baker point after attempt put Lincoln County on top 21-6. And that is your halftime score here at Lincoln County High School in the first round of the state playoffs. Lincoln County 21, Perry County Central 6. You're listening to Lincoln County Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
Halftime here at Death Valley. Lincoln County leading Perry County Central 21-6 here at the break. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney, Lee Sinkhorn on the YouTube live stream tonight. Patriots a great half defensively, Dustin. I thought offense got rolling a little bit there late after a great first drive. Kind of stalled out there in between there in the end of the half, and a lot of it was just self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln County offensively put up 257 yards of first-half offense. You know, for a lot of teams, that's a complete game's worth of offense. Lincoln County rolling up 257 yards. It's just the inability to score on all their drives once they get into the red zones really hurt Lincoln County tonight. And, you know, even though they're still clinging 21-6, that lead could be a lot bigger if they just could have took advantage of some opportunities. Looking at some stats, Brad, Lincoln County had 257 yards of total offense like we talked about, 107 of those on the ground on 22 carries. That's just under 5 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. 22 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns, led in rushing by Damon Spiegel, who 8 carries, 51 yards. Tucker Foster, 4 carries for 21 yards. Of course, the thing that hurts Tucker is he had that 7-yard sack, so he gets 7 yards took away. Then Cash Smith, 10 carries for 35 yards, and a touchdown for him and Foster. Passing the football, though, Tucker Foster, 12 of 20 for 150 yards in the first half and 1 touchdown. Had a couple of big drops that could have added to that, and had a little luck on his touchdown pass, but so it all worked out. Defensively, Lincoln County held the Commodores to 95 total yards in the first half, so Lincoln County outgaining Perry County Central 257 to 95 in total yardage. Perry Central had 46 yards rushing on 14 carries, and then quarterback Parker Maggard was 6 of 10 for 49 yards and 2 interceptions. But it's halftime here at Lincoln County High School, and your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard shows Lincoln County on top, 21-6. You're listening to Lincoln Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.
New Jeeps cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Make this the summer event and save on a new Jeep Grand Cherokee L, now lease priced at only $299 per month for 51 months. $45.92 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 7,500 miles per year. Must-have trade. Stock C25327. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
To communicate more effectively and become more transparent with our customers, Stanford Waterworks has developed our own free advisory app. Here are some advisories to look for: construction and maintenance activities, boil water advisories, road closures and detours, community events, payment reminders, police and fire department news, and you can pay your bill. To install the app, click on the Play or Apple stores. Type Stanford Waterworks Advisory or SWW Advisory. Stanford Waterworks, providing quality water for Stanford and Lincoln County.
During the good times in life, such as a promotion or the birth of a new baby, who do you call to share in your excitement? You call a friend. During the difficult times in life, such as the loss of a loved one, who do you call for support and comfort? You call a friend. John David and Mary Benton Friend, your friends in funeral service. We also offer a full line of Monument products. Contact us anytime, 365-2670 or 379-2011.
Since 1957, Durham's Grocery at 606 Lancaster Street in Sanford has been serving Stanford and the surrounding community with a full line of groceries, fresh meats, quality produce, and a full-service deli with homemade salads. They offer money orders and are also a payment center for KU, Atmos Energy, AT&T, and more. For fast, friendly service all the way to your car, Durham's Grocery is big enough to accommodate, small enough to appreciate. That's Durham's Grocery.
Dr. Powell, the community's trusted dentist since 2014, offers a comprehensive dental care with a touch of luxury. In his state-of-the-art facility, you can get a crown in a day, brighten your smile with in-office whitening, or even indulge in lip filler or anti-aging treatments with Jabot. Open Monday to Thursday from 7 to 5, gladly accepting new patients with most major insurances. To schedule your appointment, give us a ring at 606-282-4607. Cedar Creek Dental, creating smiles that last a lifetime.
At Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore, your health is their #1 priority. Here's why the community loves them.
Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store delivers my medicine right to my door, free of charge. One call and they're on the way.
Bet I can't make it to them. They come to me. That's true care.
With a car full of kids, their drive-through is a lifesaver, fast, convenient, and hassle-free.
It's clear why Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store is a community favorite. Their dedication to personalized service and top quality care is unmatched. Visit Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drug Store at 150 War Admiral in Danville, where your health always comes first.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
Halftime here at Death Valley. Lincoln County leading Perry County Central 21-6 here at the break. Lincoln County with a big half offensively, piling up 257 yards on 42 plays. Of course, had it down inside the Commodore red zone a couple of other times, Dustin. No points to show, but still a 2-score lead here, and that's coming also with 2 missed field goals. Of course, give Brody the benefit of the doubt. They were both from way downtown if he would have been able to connect on either one of them. And had plenty of legs. Second one got blocked. And then speaking of blocks, we would be remiss if we did not mention Bob Floyd, another block kick tonight. 5 block kicks in the last 4 games for the senior Bobby Floyd.
Yeah, I don't know that it's been kept up, and a lot of stats are kept. I don't know if block PATs are kept or field goals have been kept, but he would definitely be close to the record, I would say, as most block kicks in a season.
Some scores of interest, Dustin.
Yeah, Boyle County, the number 1 seed in Lincoln County's district, playing the 4 seed Whitley County in our sister district. Boyle County up 52 or won the game.
It's already over. They hit the turbo button over there in Danville tonight.
They started on Wednesday, I believe.
You ain't kidding. It's already over. 52-6. Boyle County advances on.
Rockcastle may have a running clock against Estill, I think.
Of course, Lincoln County, if they go on to win, will play the winner of Corbin and Russell County next week.
Let's see if I can get a score update on that.
If Corbin wins, that game will be at Corbin. Lincoln County wins, it'll be right here. We're counting you down to second half action, just over 2 minutes away. Lincoln County leads at the break, 21-6 on WPBK FM 102.9. Second half action here at Death Valley. First round of the Class 4A playoffs. The Patriots leading the Commodores here at the break 21-6. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney, Lee Sinkhorn on the YouTube live stream tonight. Tim Estes, our in-studio producer. A big crowd has filed in here for a Thursday night, a frigid night here in Death Valley. The fog's rolling in. Lincoln County will be kicking off to begin the second half. I know I've got a lot of family tuned in together tonight as they prepare for a big wedding this weekend. Congratulations to my cousin Carson Smith getting married in Charleston, South Carolina this weekend.
Which is why Philip's not with us tonight.
Philip has made the trip out to support Carson, and a lot of family there gathered around, as they always do, supporting these Lincoln County Patriots as they have the lead here at halftime. Second half action Brody Baker on to kick off. He'll be kicking left to right on your radio dial. Your Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor kickoff, and we are underway here in the third quarter. A high booming kick fielded at the 10-yard line by the Commodores. Lincoln County has good pursuit, and they're going to bring him down at the 27.
Johnny Atkins,
Johnny Atkins,
Hazlett,
and Reed Curlis.
He come flying there.
Senior trio tracked him down.
Hey, this third quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by LincolnCountyDailyNews.com, Lincoln County's trusted news source.
And we will name our LincolnCountyDailyNews.com big play of the game.
I've got my early vote. We'll discuss it off air later, but I know my vote.
Will be posted tomorrow on WPBK-FM's Facebook page. Commodores 1st and 10 from their own 28 to begin this third quarter. They trail by 15. They're going to look to throw here on first down. It's going to be incomplete. Maggard's pass fell short of his big tight end, Josh Miller. Shout out to Superintendent Bruce Smith, who's tuned in, says go Pates.
Good crowd from Perry County Central come over,
brought a good crowd from Hazard. Also, Johnny Robbins.
Bus driver Johnny.
Maintenance man extraordinaire tuned in too. Second down and 10. Inside give will be to Johnson. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. He'll have enough for the first and pushed out of bounds at the 44. Foster gets him out of bounds, but not after a big gain of 17 yards for Johnson. That will move the sticks for the Commodores.
That was a play. Looked like Lincoln County had it read. Just
had him at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, and Johnson was able just to sneak around him untouched until he's 3 or 4 yards down the field. Lincoln County sees that early. They could have brought him down for minimal to no gain.
11:41 to play here in the third on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Maggard will keep in the gun with Johnson to his left. Trips to the far side. Handoff up the middle. Short gain. And a late flag come flying in. We'll see. It was some extracurricular activity.
Something happened that we heard the crowd in her.
Couldn't tell who they got there. We'll see. A personal foul. It will be on Lincoln County.
That's another 15-yard penalty against the Patriots.
That's a second personal foul tonight. And the penalties are piling up on Lincoln County.
5 for 55 for the Patriots.
And only one penalty on Perry County Central.
That was the first penalty of the game. I think on their opening drive they had a false start. They had a guy running in late on the – I don't know. They had something.
Shout out to Morgan and Grayson Dishon watching from home tonight. Maggard will roll right, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Pump fakes, and now he'll lob it out of bounds. That was excellent coverage from the Lincoln County secondary to force that incomplete pass.
And I like seeing, too, you had pressure coming from the opposite side, in which the opposite side Maggard was rolling to. We've seen earlier in the game him roll out, and Lincoln County just go back and pass coverage, and Maggard's able to run for 6-7 yards. That time all he could do was run away from the defense and just throw it away.
11:23. That'll stop the clock on the incomplete pass here in the third quarter. Maggard will go from the gun, 2 receivers each way. Looks right, pump fakes, still on his feet, rolling right, throws off his back foot deep, a tip by Floyd and incomplete.
Almost a nice one-handed snag by Bob Floyd, but got jarred loose, set up another 3rd and long for the Commodores offense.
It was intended for Johnson, who was momentarily had worked himself free inside the 10, and out of nowhere came Floyd, like we've seen him do several times.
Hey, he's took his game up a notch, and not only on special teams, but offensively this year, defensively he's come alive. Bob Floyd's playing good football right now.
3rd and 10. Maggard's going to look to throw. Gets his pass off and caught by Miller, and he's stuck right at the 30. Guess who?
Bob Floyd.
Bobby Floyd. Drops Miller short of the yard to gain. That's going to set up 4th down. They'll mark it right at the 30. It'll be 4th and 3. That's a great open field tackle, and Miller is no small dude out there at tight end.
And that was fundamental tackle, too. And, he went at the waist, he wrapped up and brought down, and Bob Floyd did.
They're going to go here, 4th and 3 from the Lincoln County 30. Johnson in the backfield with Maggard, 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun snap. Maggard fakes it. In trouble. Reed Curlis brought pressure. Now Maggard will run. He's going to have the first as he gets around the defense. Looked like the ball came loose.
It did come loose, and it's going to pick up more yardage.
And they're going to get it all the way down to the 15-yard line. That looked like a broken play. Then Reed Curlis come flying in.
It looked like Lincoln County had the sack behind the line of scrimmage.
I think where that was one of those situations where the mishandled play action or handoff kind of threw the timing off, and Lincoln County's defenders over-pursued the football.
That's another opportunity missed from Lincoln County.
1st and 10 from the 16. Maggard will give it to Johnson right up the gut, and he's not going to have much of anything going on there. Tough sledding.
Big number 56, Sean Brown. Clay Pendergraph in on the stop.
There's a Perry County Central player still down on the turf, and we'll take an injury timeout with 9:51 to play in the third. Lincoln County leads by 15. Actually, he's already back up, so we'll keep it here.
And that's good to see. I mean, a cold night like tonight, you don't want to see any injuries, especially this late in the year.
Injured player for Perry Central is Caleb Miller. And like you mentioned, Dustin, he is walking off on his own 2 feet, albeit gingerly.
Good news is he got up quick, able to put some weight on it. Hopefully it's nothing serious, just took a bump. He's able to get back in this game. Like I said, opponent or not, you don't want to see any injuries.
2nd down and 10 after the no gain. Ball marked at the Patriots 16, 9:45 to play third quarter. Maggard will work out of the shotgun. Receives the snap, looks right, gets his throw off, caught on the sideline. Penalty flag comes out. He's going to be a yard short, and it's stripped out of there by Tucker Foster. Foster's running the other way with it. Breaks a tackle at the 20, and he gets all the way to the 28. They never blew that whistle, and Lincoln was trying to strip that ball out.
The flag is going to be huge right now to see what it is.
That
kind of in the area.
Lincoln's backing up, so I don't know if they're going to say forward progress was stopped. I never heard a whistle or
the
saw.
refs have marked it at the 28, but I'm assuming Lincoln thinks the flag's on them.
Foster stripped that ball out and picked it up himself and returned it to the 28, but we have a penalty flag thrown back at the 14, and it was before the fumble. And penalties have killed Lincoln County here tonight. It's defensive holding on the pass. So that's a tough break for Lincoln County. The Commodores will keep the football with that 5-yard penalty for the defensive holding. It'll be 2nd down and 2 inside the 10 now. They'll mark it at the 8.
That's tough. Lincoln County had a chance to get the ball back, but another penalty against the Patriots.
Maggard looks to throw toward the end zone, deflected away, incomplete. Johnny Atkins and Bob Floyd in coverage.
Yeah, Atkins played that safety position perfect. Floyd had the front coverage or the behind coverage where you have to throw it in straight target there, and Johnny Atkins from that safety position comes in and crosses the path of the receiver and knocks it loose.
It'll be 3rd down and 2. Commodores have it at the Lincoln County 8. 9:18 to play third quarter. Johnson in the backfield with Maggard. 3 receivers to the far side. Maggard takes the snap, going to run it himself, tripped up at the line. We'll see where they mark him. He's going to be close.
Yeah, he was falling down, was able to stumble for another yard or 2.
Hey, the chain gain's already thrown a 4 up.
They needed 2 yards.
They are incorrect because they will move the chains. They will be 1st and go. It looked like they got just enough. No measurement needed.
Like I said, Maggard was stopped short, but credit to him. He was able to stumble forward without any body part hitting the ground just to pick up enough to move the chains.
First and goal from the Lincoln County 6. Under 9 to play here in the third. 21-6, Lincoln County leads. Maggard takes the shotgun snap, handoff to Johnson. He's inside the 5, down to the 4. He'll pick up 2. That'll set up second and goal from the 4 for the Commodores.
Right now, Perry County Central averaging just under 4 yards per carry. They've had 20 carries for 77 yards and the 1 touchdown back in the second quarter. Lincoln County 107 yards on 22 carries. Got a lot of their offense through the air, 150 yards passing for Lincoln County, but right now need a stop on defense.
Second goal, ball marked at the 4. Maggard takes the snap. It's a quarterback keep. He's close, and he's in. Touchdown. Parker Maggard from 4 yards out. That'll make our score 21-12. Patriots with 8:14 to play here in the third quarter. And let's see if Perry County Central decides to go for 2 here. They will. Shout out to Robbie Perry. He says, let's go Patriots. They're going to go for 2. Maggard will have Johnson in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to the near side. 2-point conversion attempt. Maggard looks to throw, looks right, now looks left's got plenty of time. Pump fakes, throws, caught. Miller in the back of the end zone. 2-point conversion is good with 8:14 to play in the third. It's Lincoln County 21, Perry County Central 14 on WPBK FM 102.9.
Oh, pests don't belong in your home or business. And with Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care, they don't stand a chance. Family owned and serving South Central Kentucky, including Harrodsburg and Danville, Guardian brings over 85 years of combined experience to every job. You know, since 1983, they've been protecting homes and businesses with expert inspections, treatments of all types, and customized preventive programs designed to keep your property pest-free. Guardian Exterminating and Be Green Lawn Care. Guarding your home, business, and the environment. Call today and take back your space.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor Mall.
8:14 in this third quarter, and we've got a game here at Death Valley. Perry County Central has cut the Lincoln County lead in half. It's 21-14 Patriots. And Central will kick off here after the touchdown run from Maggard. Kind of watch an onside kick here. Now we're going to get a false start. Now they're going to reset the clock. I don't know what we're doing here. It looked like half the
they definitely crossed
kickoff team went across the 40. They're going to give them a redo. All I can figure is they hadn't gave them the okay to kick off yet. So we'll have a redo, and I'm going to mention again, watch out for that onside kick. It's a squib kick that Hazlett fields at the 38. Brennan gets around the first defender. He's up to the 45, still on his feet, near midfield. Good return from Big B.
Near midfield, and Hazlett's not one that's going to go down very easy. And
15-yard return.
Yeah, I mean, and they're just wanting you to fall on that, but that's not a Hazlett mentality. I mean, Brennan's does a nice job picking it up, and that's, like as you mentioned, 15 more yards closer to the end zone to start this drive.
Patriots with a 7-point lead in a game that feels like they've been in control of since the opening drive. They find themselves only leading by 7, approaching the midway point of this third quarter. A big drive here.
Had opportunities to be on cruise control, but credit Perry County Central. They've not allowed that.
Foster from the gun. He'll give it to Spiegel on an inside handoff, and a big hole opens up for Damon. He's going to run it down to the 42-yard line. Picks up 11 yards, and that's a Bluegrass Drugstore first down for the Lincoln County offense.
That's tough sledding. Spiegel now up to 61 yards on 9 carries for the Patriots.
No huddle offense. Tucker's got Spiegel to his right. Now he'll shift him over to his left. Inside give once again to Spiegel. He's tripped. Ball came loose. Looked like he was down. They are going to say he was down by contact. fortunate for Lincoln County because the Commodores jumped on it quick.
And Spiegel got tripped up, but he had the blocking in front of him. If it wasn't for that turf mark, it was a tackle. But if it wasn't for the little trip shoestring tackle, Spiegel may have had a big gain there.
That's a 5-yard run. Second down and 5. Cash Smith now at halfback. Lincoln County quickly back to the line. It's a handoff to Cash. He'll try the left side. Gets around the first defender and dives up to the 31. He's going to be close to another first.
They may give it to him.
5-yard run from Smith. They're going to move the chains. Another Bluegrass Drugstore first down. Lincoln County going no huddle. They are already hovering on that football, ready to go. 7 minutes left here in the third. 1st and 10, Patriots. Foster fakes it to Smith. He's going to run it. He's got a big lane in front of him. Tucker down to the 20. Call it the 19. 12 more yards, and Lincoln County shredding this Commodore defense here on this opening drive for their offense in this third quarter. Another Bluegrass Drugstore first down.
Yeah, Brennan Hazlett block sprung that open for Tucker Foster, allowed him to pick up 11 yards.
Bad snap. Foster jumps on it. Looked like just like last week, Tucker did not look like he was ready for that snap. Wasn't necessarily a bad snap. It just didn't look like he was ready for it. And that's going to be a big negative play, and that's what has been drive killers for Lincoln County tonight. Momentum, and then you either get one of those negative plays like that or that 15-yard penalty, and now you're behind the chains.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you enter the red zone, it's kind of been a struggle for Lincoln County. And right now you're backed up 2nd and 20 after a bad snap.
2nd down to 20 after the 10-yard loss. Foster hands it off to Cash Smith. Has blocking out in front of him. Breaks the tackle. He's inside the 20. Cash still on his feet. Inside the 10. He's going to go. Touchdown. Cash money from 30 yards out. Gives Lincoln County a 27-14 lead with 5:45 to play here in the third quarter. And it is a welcome sight to see the senior Cash Smith back on the football field for this Patriot offense.
A rush on 2nd and 20. Cash Smith just needed a little bit of crease and was able to take that one 30 yards for a touchdown.
Brody Baker on for the extra point. That was a good lead block he got there, too, on that run from Grady Foster. 27-14 after that Cedar Creek Dental TD. Baker on for the extra point. Looked like a offsides on Central. They're going to blow it dead, but the kick was good. Encroachment. Lincoln County saying, hey, we want to decline that. We want that extra point.
They're going to keep the field goal team out.
I think they blew it dead prematurely there. Usually let that go for that reason if you make it. Now, of course, too, you got half the distance. You could think about going for 2 now. But they're going to keep the kick team out there. And Baker's going to have another shot at it. Atkins snap is down. Kick is on the way, and it's good. 5:45 to play in the third. 28-14. Lincoln leads on WPBK FM 102.9. Brody Baker on for the Dalton Miller Stanford Mayer kickoff after the Cash Smith 30-yard touchdown run. Kick checks up at the 20, and it's bobbled by Perry Central. They finally pick it up, and Lincoln County's got great pursuit on it again, and they'll drop him inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Caden Tucker once again in there.
Good coverage team by Lincoln County. Starting field position has been in favor of the Patriots. It's just, not to capitalize on opportunities defensively, only giving up 2 scoring drives.
The last 2 drives, well, there was an interception in between, but 2 of the last 3 drives, Perry Central has had their way and really starts at the line of scrimmage. They've kind of taken over the line of scrimmage, Dustin, here of late. 1st and 10 from their own 24. The Commodores trail by 14 as they open up on this drive. Maggard play action pass, and he's got an open receiver up at the 37-yard line. It's complete. Keegan Cecil on the reception. And that's enough for a first down for the Commodores. Move the chains, 1st and 10 as they mark it at the 38. Lincoln County leading 28-14 with 5:20 left in this third quarter on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Maggard will stay in the gun with Johnson to his left. 2 receivers each way. Looks to throw, gets it off, and it's caught by Miller. Up at the 46-yard line, picks up 8 more, and these are just those quick pass plays. Reminiscent of the West Jessamine offense.
Yeah. Just quick and easy, 3-step drop, find your receiver. It ain't got to be a home run every throw.
Perry Central not known for passing, only came in averaging 98 passing yards per game.
We're up to 77 here midway through the third quarter.
Maggard quickly back to the line. He's going to run the speed option to the left. He'll keep it himself, and he's got a big hole in front of him and gets it all the way down to the 34 before he's pushed out of bounds. Picks up about 20 yards. Call it 19 officially. Went out of bounds at the 35.
That's just Lincoln County just playing the long game, trying to force him to pitch it, and then played the pitch, and Maggard just took it and run.
Maggard has shown the ability to run that football here. 1st and 10 Commodores. Maggard stands up, looks right, gets it off. Short hop, Miller. Went back to the same pass play they ran to play before to Miller. This one fell short and incomplete.
Maggard now 9 of 18 for 77 yards. Does have 2 interceptions. Nice play by Tucker Foster and Bob Floyd, who's picked him off so far.
He's hurt Lincoln County with his feet. Yeah. Maggard has.
2 rushing touchdowns and some big gains.
2nd down and 10 from the Lincoln 35. Maggard, shotgun snap. Handoff to Cecil. Tries to bounce it out. A good job by Lincoln County to swallow him up at the line of scrimmage. And here comes another late penalty flag. I didn't see anything from Lincoln County there. I did see Perry Central with some late involvement. So we'll see what happens. Cecil brought down for no gain. It would be 3rd and 10, so Dustin, you cannot afford another one of those 15-yarders here.
No, I mean, it's been drive killers for the Patriots, and it's aided the Commodores.
There's 2 flags. It could be offsetting. We'll see here as we wait on the call from our crew. I think they're going to come over and talk to Coach Rogers. And they're talking to Coach Dixon, one each way, so.
May be offsetting.
.419 left here in the third. We're still waiting on this call. 2 flags were thrown. Going to get a personal foul on Lincoln County. Or actually unsportsmanlike conduct on Lincoln and Central, offsetting penalties.
It was a dead ball, so it will remain 3rd down and 10.
28-14, Lincoln County leads. 4:19 left here in this third quarter. It's 3rd and 10.
A little hostile getting in. little chirping back and forth.
Crowd's got to find a way to heat themselves up a little bit here in this frigid temps. They'll put a man in motion. Maggard lost the snap. It's all the way back at midfield. He picks it up, gets the pass off over the middle, and it's intercepted at the 30-yard line. See who came out with it. It's TJ
Tucker Julian.
The senior, Tucker Julian, his second interception of the season. And the Patriots get it back on the turnover. TJ with a pick.
I like Lincoln County doing their talking by doing that. Not personal fouls, by just going out and playing good football.
So Lincoln County gets it back after the bad snap, and Maggard tried to make something out of nothing. And Tucker Julian was the beneficiary, waiting for it like a center fielder, picks it off at the 31-yard line, and Lincoln County gets it back, looking to add on to their 2-score lead.
Big drive right here for Lincoln County to make this a 3-score lead, potentially.
Mullins came in motion, handoff up the middle to Spiegel. Big hole opens up for Damon. He's up near midfield, brought down at the 49. Ripped off 18 yards right up the gut. For a Bluegrass Drugstore first down, Lincoln County going quick. No huddle offense. Tucker quickly back up, getting his troops organized. Spiegel in the backfield with him. He'll work from the gun. Mullins in motion. Hand off to Damon again. Hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down, and a penalty flag thrown.
Kind of in the area of holding.
Shout out to Billy Jack Hazlett. Tuned in from Hazlett Holler tonight. Penalty flag thrown. Spiegel, no gain on the run.
No. It's going to be a hit below the legs or
below the waist on Perry Central. So that'll move the sticks. Another Bluegrass Drugstore first down. That 15-yard penalty is going to put it all the way down to the 37-yard line.
Just the second flag. That's
Patriots
not been offsetted.
Leading 28-14, 3:41 left here in the third quarter. Foster will huddle him up this time. He's got Cash Smith in the backfield with him. Floyd comes in motion. He fakes it to Floyd, gives it to Smith. Smith off to the races, breaks 2 tackles, still on his feet, down the far sideline. He's going to go for 6. Cash Smith, a hefty run from 37 yards out. And Cash Money extends the lead to 34-14.
His third rushing touchdown tonight.
A Cedar Creek Dental TD, and Lincoln County was their biggest lead of the night. Extra point pending. Baker on to attempt the extra point with 3:21 left here in this third quarter. Brendan Hazlett will do the holding duties. That was quite the run from Cash Smith.
Yes, sir.
High snap. Hazlett gets it down. Kick is on the way, and it's good. Our score with 3:21 to play in the third. 35-14 Patriots on WPBK FM 102.9. .321 to play here in the third quarter. Lincoln County on the board again after a 37-yard run from Cash Smith. And it was some big-time running from Cash Money, who is all the way back now. Out of a high booming kick. Your Dalton Miller Stanford Mayor kickoff fielded all the way back at the 11, and they're going to shut it down at the 26. Good coverage once again from the kickoff team.
Hey, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carol Hill, an attorney at law in Stanford, by Coleman's Drugstore and Deli, a Health Mart pharmacy, by LincolnCountyDailyNews.com, Lincoln County's trusted news source, by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Sonia Bratcher, agent, and by Lincoln County Public Library, where you can read, search, discover, and grow out on Lancaster Street in Stanford.
Commodores have it 1st and 10 on their own 26 with 3:16 to play in the third. 35-14, Lincoln County with the lead. Maggard takes the snap, looks left. Plenty of time, steps up in the pocket, lobs it up toward the sideline. It's caught. Cecil hauls it in at the 38, and he's going to be tackled up at the 47.
And that was just perfect throw by Maggard. Kind of threw it where only Cecil can go get it.
So first down on a nice completed pass there from Maggard. He's an impressive young quarterback here, only a sophomore.
Perry County Central's now at their average. They average 98 passing yards, and that's exactly where they're at.
1st and 10 from the 48. Maggard's going to go from the gun, 2 receivers each way. Back to pass, he's rolling right. Pendergraph in pursuit. Maggard gets it off, and it may be picked, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete. Good coverage over there by Reed Curlis to break that pass up.
Coming into tonight, Perry County Central runs the ball 2/3 of the time, only passing 1/3, but they've had 23 carries, 21 pass attempts, so Lincoln County forcing them to throw the ball, which they've had success.
And if you look at on the season, Lincoln does give it up passing. They give up 190 a game. A lot of that's been to big leads and teams playing from behind. 2nd down and 10. Maggard going to look to throw again. Pendergraph had pressure. That ball's broken up. Good defense by Bob Floyd, who nearly picked that off. And he's had a well of a game on defense for Lincoln County here tonight over at cornerback.
Yeah, that ball a little delayed on that hit. You want to kind of throw that when the receiver breaks and turns. And he gave time for Bob Floyd to read the pass coming. He was about 3 yards off the ball and was able to come in and break it up.
3rd down and 10. Ball marked at the Commodore 48-yard line. 2:34 left here in the third. Patriots with a 21-point lead. Maggard has 2 receivers each way. Johnson in the backfield. Back to pass. Good pressure from Mounts. Looked like he was held. No flag. Now Maggard rolls to the right, and he's just going to throw it away over on the Commodore sideline. Looked like Mounts was in pursuit, and he was tackled from behind.
Well,
you can tell Mounts looking for that flag.
Well, Curlis, same way here on the far side, opposite side of where the play ran to. He was kind of tackled to the ground as well, and he was looking up for a flag. But now it sets up 4th and 10, and what seems like must-go territory down 21 points for Perry County Central.
They're going to leave the offense out there trailing by 21 with only 2:25 left in the third. It will be 4th and 10 from the Commodore 48-yard line.
I got to hurry, only 5 seconds on the play clock, and it may result in a timeout coming up.
Play clock down to 1. And a builder supply timeout's going to be called by Perry Central. We'll break 2. You're listening to WPBK FM 102.9. Fourth down and 10 for Perry County Central with 2:25 left here in this third quarter. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney. Lee Sinkhorn joins us tonight on the YouTube live stream. We gave Phillip the night off. Dustin okayed it last week.
Yes, sir.
Tim Estes, our in-studio producer. It'll be 4th and 10 for the Doors. They've got it on their own 48. They're going to go. The offense on the field. Maggard in there at quarterback. Has 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Lincoln brings pressure. Foster's chasing after him. Maggard's rolling right. Gets the throw off. It's deflected and incomplete. Great defense from Lincoln County. They brought pressure, and the defensive backs were all over it.
And probably the best case scenario there was just an incomplete pass because an interception put you even further.
It'll be a turnover on downs. Lincoln County will get it back inside of Commodore territory at the 48-yard line, and this offense has been humming here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lincoln County now up to 363 yards of total offense.
Cash Smith over the 100-yard mark.
Damon Spiegel lurking at 84. Could go once again two different ball carriers over 100 yards. Spiegel needing 16 more to catch that.
He's in there at halfback. Foster will go from the gun. Takes the snap and gives it to Spiegel. He cuts back right up the middle. Big hole opens up. He's inside the 40 to the 35, still on his feet to the 20 and brought down at the 19. Spiegel rips off 29 yards. That'll put him over the 100 mark. So Cash Smith and Spiegel have rushed for 100 tonight. Actually, they're going to say he was down at the 21.
So a 27-yard gain. And
27 yards.
Still puts him over the century mark.
1:54 left here in this third. A Bluegrass Drugstore first down for Lincoln County at the Commodore 21.
It's like Cash Smith now in the backfield. I mean, that's a great tool to have when you can run both of those two.
Foster gives it to Smith. He'll try the left side, cuts it up the middle, inside the 10, touchdown. Give him 3. Cash Smith
4
with the hat trick with 1:37 to play. Here in the third quarter, check that, his 4th touchdown of the night. And the senior's having himself a game here in this opening round of the playoffs. Cash Smith over 100 yards. And now 4 rushing touchdowns. And the Patriot lead is at 41-14 after that Cedar Creek Dental TD. Baker on for the extra point. His kick, plenty of leg. It's good. Our score, 42-14. Lincoln County leads with 1:37 to play here in the third quarter on WPBK-FM 102.9. Lincoln County with their biggest lead of the night, 42-14 after Cash Smith's 4th rushing touchdown, 3rd of the second half. And a kickoff here, another Dalton Miller Stanford Mayer kickoff is covered up by Caden Tucker. They're going to drop him inside the 20, back at the 16.
Did I see Caden Tucker got an invite to maybe Akron to go take advantage of a game?
Shout out to Matt Smith watching the Patriots tonight.
This may, I don't know if you know, is Smith the most common last name?
Well, that is another. That's my cousin there. It's Matt Smith.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, Eric Croston said the Lincoln County middle school basketball team, the boys team, swept East Jessamine tonight up in Nicholasville. 3 big wins for them.
Basketball season's upon us.
1:30 left in this third quarter. Lincoln County has came out of the half on fire. Their lead up to 42-14. Maggard's going to look deep, and it's incomplete. He had his man.
Bob Floyd's going to get credited with the coverage.
Tyler Robinson had a step, but Floyd tracked him down and once again made a good play in that defensive backfield.
Good sportsmanship. Floyd and Atkins coming over to help him up.
Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 1:26 left here in this third quarter. Lincoln County with a 42-14 lead. And much like it seems like every Lincoln County game, it's either before the half or here later in the year, whatever Coach Rogers is saying at halftime.
I'm still waiting.
It looks like a completely different team. They have came out here in this third quarter.
3 Cash Smith touchdowns compared to 1 Perry County Central touchdown.
And Cash Smith is having a night over the century mark, 4 rushing touchdowns. Maggard's going to look to throw. Pendergraft brings pressure. Mounts is in there. We got a sack. A Derms Grocery sack back at the 5-yard line. Mounts will get credit for it, but also give some credit to Pendergraft for pushing him that way. And Big Mounts came to pounce at the 5 in a Derms Grocery sack.
Love me some Derms food sacks.
Not had many this year. Only the 3rd sack of the season.
We're going to officially take him to the 6th. So 11-yard loss. Big time by the senior Justin Mounts. Tater wedges on me tomorrow, boys.
Inside of 1 minute. Hey, Joe Crane heard you there.
I'm just kidding.
If you go down there, tell him Dustin Oney sent you. Maggard back in his own end zone looking to throw. Foster brings pressure. He gets it off. It's incomplete. Curlis in coverage. And Foscat was all over Maggard. He wanted that safety.
He wanted it.
You know Foscats want some Derms Grocery.
Not on my tab, though.
It's going to be 4th and 21 after that pressure from Foscat.
Now it's a tough decision. They're just going to punt this away. You know, down.
He got the running clock. One more score. An extra point. They're going to punt it away from inside their own 10.
Yeah, this
really no choice with 4th and 21.
And
that was one of the better defensive series of the season for this Patriots, getting pressure.
Nice breakup by Bob Floyd, a big sack by Justin Mounts, and then pressure by Grady Foster to force an incompletion.
Look for a return here. It's going to be a short punt. Bob Floyd's going to pick it up at the 35. Cuts back, stays on his feet. Now he'll go forward inside the 20 and tripped up at the 19. Penalty flag came in from the far side. Lincoln County's going to have it right at the 20-yard line after that short punt, and excellent return from Bob Floyd.
Kind of wonder what the flag's going to be on. Usually in this case it's a block in the back, especially with the way Floyd switched field positions. Lincoln County's backing up, assuming it's on them. It's a holding against Lincoln County.
As we mentioned, it came from that far side.
So that's now 70 penalty yards against Lincoln County, and I'm not even counting the one that got offset. Still way too many for Lincoln County.
That holding call is going to push it back to the 33. They'll have it 1st and 10 on the Perry County Central 33-yard line. Foster brings the play in from the sideline. 23 seconds left here in the third.
Looks like Reed Curlis may be in at running back for the Patriots.
Let's see if we can get Reed going. Let's try to get 3 backs over 100. You know he's capable.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10 from the 33. The give will go to Curlis. He'll run it straight upfield and get it inside the 30. Looked like a late hit there. It was well after the play. Actually hit his own man. He got a man down. I think that's who they dove on. They're going to stop the clock for an injury. We'll keep it here with only 5 seconds left in the half. Curlis picks up 5 on that first down run.
I think Lincoln County's just going to, after the injury, is just going to take this to the fourth quarter with a 21-point lead. I'm sorry, a 28-point lead.
Injury timeout with only 5 seconds left in the quarter. Lincoln County leading 42-14, and it's been a big offensive night. Patriots over 400 yards, 416 yards on 53 plays, 266 on the ground, 150 through the air. Cash Smith and Damon Spiegel both over the 100-yard mark, and Cash Smith and only his second game back from injury. 14 carries, 128 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Impressive. And big second half from everybody.
So with the injury timeout, it's Miller, the injured player for Perry Central. Josh Miller, the tight end. And, of course, we've called his name a couple of times tonight. He's only a freshman. They'll start the clock, and Lincoln County will let it go to quarter number 4, leading 42-14 here in the opening round on WPBK-FM 102.9.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
This is Sean Slusher, your shelter insurance agent here in Stanford. For auto, home, farm, business, and life insurance, give me a call, 365-3143.
AGE prides itself on a common-sense approach to facilitating our clients' goals and ambitions. Our design group considers not only cost-effective, but also economically maintainable solutions from start to finish for our clients. Our designs meet or exceed safety and operational requirements at all levels of government while preserving the aesthetic, historic, or cultural resources of an area. AGE proudly sponsors Lincoln County High School sports. AGE Engineering, engineering Kentucky's future.
Lincoln football, presented by Bob Allen Motor.
Fourth and final quarter here at Death Valley. The Patriots lead the Commodores 42-14. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney, Lee Sinkhorn on the YouTube live stream, and the Patriots 1 quarter away from advancing to the second round of these playoffs. Foster puts Mullins in motion. He'll hit Mullins on the pop pass. Bryson tries to get out around left edge, and he's tripped up at the 30 and brought down there.
They lose a couple on that one.
A loss of 2 on that pass. Third down and 7 now for Lincoln County. 11:35 to play in the game. One more touchdown and extra point will get the running clock. Hazlett will check in for Mullins.
I'd like to see Brennan Hazelin get a touchdown. I mean, he's come up big with some nice catches tonight. Reward the senior.
Curlis in the backfield with Foster. Floyd comes in motion. He fakes it. Looking deep, has a man. Johnny Atkins tried to snag it with one arm, and it'll fall incomplete. That was a nice throw from Tucker
really
Foster.
It was.
Same play they ran in the first half. They faked the give to the halfback, then faked the reverse. And Atkins had one-on-one coverage. Tried to haul it in with one hand. Falls incomplete, and Lincoln County's going to keep the offense out there. 4th down and 7. Ball marked at the Commodore 30-yard line. 42-14 lead.
Needing about 7 for a first down.
Curlis in the backfield with Foster. Pendergraph shifts from right to left. Hazlett in there at H-back. Tucker rolls right. Commodores bring pressure. Sideline throw, broken up, incomplete. Looking for Atkins, who would have had enough, but it's an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs. And the Patriots fail to get that elusive running clock here.
Hey, this fourth quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by LincolnCountyDailyNews.com, Lincoln County's trusted news source.
Stay tuned after the game for the DOE postgame show. Dustin Oney will be out on the turf. We'll talk to our Guardian Exterminating and Bee Green Lawn Care player of the game, our Inter-County Energy lineman of the game, and our LincolnCountyDailyNews.com biggest play of the game. A lot of candidates for that tonight, huh?
Yes, sir.
A lot of big plays here at Death Valley on a Thursday night. 11 minutes to play. Maggard will hand it off to Johnson. Not much going there. Lincoln County's going to stand him up after a short game. Sean Brown in on the stop with a host of red shirts.
And give him forward progress up to the 34.
Lincoln County looking to advance to the second round for the first time since back in 21. And this win, if they go on to hold on, would be their 9th win.
Keep stacking them.
And again, that's the most since 2007.
What was the final record of 2007? Of course, they went to the semis.
Shotgun snap. Maggard looks left, hits it out in a flat, caught. Reed Curlis with the tackle. Pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line, so it'll be second down and short.
11-3, Coach Estes chimes in. So got a little ways to go.
Of course, they lost that year as state semifinalist
to a very good Highlands team. Remember,
11 wins. This team tonight could move to 9-2. 11-3 that year. Great year. Of course, Larry French was the head man. Maggard looking deep down the sideline, and that's a contested grab.
That caught?
All the way down at the 40-yard line. Hauled in by Aaron Johnson.
23-yard connection. I almost thought it was intercepted. That's just a nice reception.
Aaron Johnson, a senior on this squad, his first grab.
John Logan, that Smith chimes in too. That year Lincoln County went 11-3 was the first year of the 6A expansion.
Shout out to Jason Bull tuned in. Looks like he's still hard at it. Late night on a Thursday, getting a little work in.
I'm sure the farmers don't like that early nighttime coming in.
Maggard drops back, mounts in pursuit, throws toward the sideline, and Tucker Foster with a tremendous snag.
They're going to say incomplete.
It looked like an interception. They're going to call him out of bounds. But
oh, man.
That was a crazy catch, and I think Foster got that right foot in. You only got to get one in. I thought he did it.
The only thing worked against him, it looked like he may have bobbled it just a tad, but I don't know, man.
He is a ball hawk back there. Tucker Foster, a pick earlier tonight, and
that would have been number 2 if he could have.
He's accounted for 5 turnovers on the season coming in tonight on his own. Second down and 10 after an incomplete pass. Maggard looks left, has Johnson out into the flats, and he's lit up. Reed Curlis. Another big tackle from this defensive leader. As we mentioned earlier, Curlis came in with 92 tackles, and I think after tonight, once they tally up at the sheet, he's going to be over that 100 tackle mark.
It's hard for me to keep up with offense, so there's no way I could do defense as well, but I would say he's nearing that century mark for the season for sure.
Third and long. Clock under 9 minutes now. 42-14, Lincoln County leads. Maggard back to throw. Mounts in pursuit. Gets pressure. He's going to dump it off. He's got his running back at midfield. A long way to go. And he's going to get run out of bounds after he works it all the way down inside the 35. Curlis wanting a late hit or a block in the back, I think, and he may got it. Flag comes in from behind.
Yeah, I mean, that's those crackback blocks is kind of been a big emphasis.
Looked like Tyson Riley got him.
The flag comes in late, but it's in that area where Curlis was hit. Yeah.
Be unsportsmanlike on Perry Central.
Anytime you see a block coming in and you have a defender running towards your end zone and you come and block them, that is a 15-yard penalty. I know a lot of people say, well, that's just football, but for safety issues, if you block somebody running towards the end zone like that, that's going to be 15 yards every time.
That'll back it up to the 48. Third down and 18. Commodores are facing against this Lincoln defense with 8:30 to go. Maggard's going to look to throw. He's got plenty of time. Lobs it up and got it just over Curlis and complete. Looked like Johnson hauled it in, and he's going to get it inside the Lincoln County red zone. That was just a touch pass and just barely over the grasp of Reed Curlis over on that far side. Johnson's going to get it Actually, it is down to the 22.
Yeah,
That's still plenty enough for that first, and that's a tough one to swallow there on 3rd and 18.
A yard shorter. It's an interception. Just a perfect pass by Parker Maggard to pick up 22 yards.
1st and 10, Perry Central from the Lincoln County 22 with 8:03 to play in the game. 42-14, Patriots lead. Maggard will go from the gun with Johnson to his left. Back to pass. Lincoln gets pressure. He gets his pass off, and it's caught by Johnson. He's brought down in the open field. That's a nice tackle by TJ.
Yeah, tracking him down. Johnson had a step on him. Good pass in to.
He'll still pick up 7. They'll mark him down at the 15. 7:30 left. 2nd down and 3 for the Commodores. Ball marked at the Lincoln County 15-yard line.
It's the kind of area last week. Lincoln County was up 24 against Garrett County, and Gold Lions were able to find a way to cut it to 10. You'd like to see Lincoln County in this one.
Commodores are going to try the middle here on a handoff to Caden Haddix. Short gain. Needed 3. Looks like he's going to be short as Grady Foster in on the stop for Lincoln County. Clock inside of 7 minutes. And the Patriots with a 42-14 lead in a 3rd down and 2 for Perry County Central. Haddix in the backfield with Maggard. Johnson shifts over to the right side. Shotgun snap. Maggard looks right. Now looks to run. He's in trouble. Lobs it up toward the back of the end zone in double coverage, and it's intercepted at the 1-yard line, and a penalty flag came in late.
Tucker Foster.
Foster picked it off at the 1, and I think he got face mask, and then it looked like maybe Floyd got involved in something after that, as he took exception to the hit his quarterback took after that pick. But Foster with his 2nd interception of the night. And quite the, Tucker's had a great year on offense, Dustin, but he has had a terrific year also back there at safety for Lincoln County.
Yeah. See what he came in with.
Offense is coming out there, so I think the penalties are going to be after the play, and if I'm guessing it could be offsetting. Foster was down at the 1 after that interception. Give credit to that Lincoln County defensive front to force Maggard into that throw. And actually it is going to be unsportsmanlike on the Commodores, a face mask. And also a dead ball personal foul on Lincoln County. So offsetting penalties. I don't know why the referee marked it off. He's going to have to march it back. So they marked off the personal foul, then half the distance on Lincoln County. Looks like what they've done here.
So the 2 interceptions tonight now gives Tucker Foster 5 on the season. Had 3 coming into tonight.
I think he also had a couple fumble recoveries. He's been a ball hawk back there at safety.
Yeah, he's got 1 fumble recovery. That was a 16-yard touchdown against, was it Russell County, I believe?
Danville in a dogfight, up 20-12 with 7:12 to play. Patriots are going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 8 after the interception and the penalty. Tucker's going to hand it off. He's got Reed Curlis, daylight in front of him. He breaks free. He's got a 1st down up to the 27. 19-yard run for Curlis. And a Bluegrass Drugstore 1st down for Lincoln County. Curlis still leads the team in rushing. 651 yards coming into the night. Of course, with Spiegel and Smith back, they've been able to use Reed more on defense, where we've talked about a few times tonight. He's the captain of that defense. 92 tackles entering this game, but you're talking about a kid that's got it done on both sides of the football this year, Reed Curlis.
And he's always in on special teams defensively too. I mean, he's just an all-around great athlete for this Patriots team.
Foster's going to hand it off again. They'll try the middle, short gain. Look like Curlis on the carry again. Picks up 2. Shout out to Eric and Griffey Ralston. They're tuned in on their way home from the ball game. So, of course, Danville, we talked about only up 8. Greene County, I knew that would be a tough challenge for them.
You get a lot of good 2-3 matchups across the state, tonight and tomorrow. I don't know how many ball games are, tonight and how many's getting played tomorrow.
But those 1-4s are dreadful.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap and another handoff to Curlis. He's hitting the backfield but able to fall forward and pick up 1. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. 4:45 left. Lincoln County with a win tonight will pick up their 9th win of the year. The most since 2007. A win tonight would also be their first playoff win since 2021. And they will either go to Corbin or be at home against Russell County.
I've not seen no score. They're playing tonight too, I believe, aren't they? I'm thinking that's the case, but I could be wrong.
4:15 left here. It's another handoff where Curlis tries to cut it back, and he's tripped up in the middle of the field and brought down at the 33-yard line. He picks up 2 more, so it'll be 4th down and 3. And let's see if Coach Rogers goes for it here or punts it away. Either way, I would assume he'll work that PBK Bank play clock all the way down to 1 and use a timeout. Lincoln County's got all 3 builder supply timeouts. Foster walks over to the sideline, stands next to Coach Rogers. Still 11 on the play clock. 3:36 on the game clock. And the Patriots are going to take it down to 1 and use a builder supply timeout. We'll break 2 with Lincoln County leading 42-14 on WPBK FM 102.9. So Lincoln County will be going to Corbin next week.
I got a score update. Corbin 35, Russell County 0.
And that's a place Lincoln's played a few playoff games over the years.
I believe
that's... Remember back when the Claymaker, Clayton Davis, had some huge performances down there at Corbin. I think back, I went back and watched those highlights a few times. Claybo used to put on for his city down in Corbin. Lincoln's going to go here on 4th and 4. It could be the old quick punt. Now I think it will be. Foster now is going to take a few steps back. High snap. He's going to punt it away. Low line drive punt. Hits at the 40 and takes a Lincoln County roll inside the 30, and they'll kill it there at the 29. That's the first punt for Lincoln County in the last 3 games.
Wow.
So I know Coach Rogers was debating it over there to keep that streak alive. That's the smart football play here, leading by 28 with only 3:20 left.
I did not realize that, I don't guess. I mean, that's credit to the offense.
42-14, 3:20 left in the game. Patriots cruising toward a playoff win here at Death Valley on a Thursday night. Maggard back in there at quarterback. He's got 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Sets up. Gets his pass off. Deflected. Intercepted. Bob Floyd at the 42. He's going to toss it to the crib. Bob Floyd, a 42-yard interception return off a deflected pass. And a Cedar Creek Dental TD for Bobby Floyd. That's the second time tonight Lincoln County has been a beneficiary of a deflection, one on offense and one on defense, and both falling into the hands of Bob Floyd, his second score of the night.
So he's got 2 interceptions. Tucker Foster has 2 interceptions.
Baker on for the extra point that will get us a running clock here with 3:10 left in the game. His kick is on the way and good. Our score with 3:10 left, Lincoln County 49, Perry Central 14. It'll be a running clock the rest of the way on WPBK-FM 102.9. Lincoln County leads 49-14 with 3:10 left. Bob Floyd has scored on offense and defense now, both off deflections. He's just got a magnet for the football.
Well, you hear about all the time tip drills, and that's just, like you said, knowing where the football's at and going and getting it.
Dalton Miller, Stanford Mayor kickoff, kicking right to left. He'll tee it up from the 40, does Baker, a high booming kick. Field it back at the 11-yard line by Johnson. Johnson in trouble, nowhere to go, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped at the 21.
Caden Tucker in on the tackle.
He's had a nice night on those kickoff returns.
So traveling to Corbin next week.
I know Corbin and Perry Central played just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, similar scores. Corbin beat Perry County Central 47-13. Right now it's 49-14 Lincoln County. I mean, scores are scores. You don't know how the game's played, but I mean, similar scores. Be a good second round matchup coming up in Corbin, KY.
Magger back out there. He's going to throw again. Over the middle, dropped. Had Tiller at the 25. And Lincoln County has done a number on Magger tonight. 3 interceptions now.
Make that 4. I'm sorry, I haven't updated
Actually, yeah, it is 4.
I haven't updated it.
Floyd's. Tucker Foster's got 2, and TJ has 1. So 4 interceptions for this Lincoln County.
And 34 pass attempts.
Defense.
For Perry County. I went to 27 rush attempts.
Magger looks deep on his near sideline, and it's broken up, but I think we're going to get a pass interference.
Yeah, the receiver or the cornerback never turned to look for the ball, and ball was a little underthrown. You're going to get that. If you don't turn that head around, you're going to get that call more times than not.
Pass was incomplete, but it will be defensive pass interference, and several fresh jerseys on the field for Lincoln County as we have a running clock. A lot of the JV kids and getting a little playoff action here. You love to see that.
That was Caleb May in on the coverage for the Patriots.
Pass interference will give the Commodores a first down. Greene County has scored and went for 2 in the tie. The 2-point conversion failed, so Danville with a 2-point lead late against Greene County. Magger going to look to throw again. Looks toward the Lincoln County sidelines, and a nice attempted catch will save for Johnson, and it was broken up. Good defense from Lincoln County. Let's see who that was. Colton Alcorn in coverage.
We got another flag coming in late.
That could be unsportsmanlike on Lincoln County. A little celebration after the pass breakup.
A little taunting. It's 18 seconds. It ain't going to matter, but.
Yeah, I don't think unless they use a timeout that the Commodores will run another play, and Lincoln County is going to win it here tonight at Death Valley in the opening round of the playoffs by a final score of 49-14. They get the running clock on the Commodores, and they will advance on to the next round where they'll travel to Corbin. We'll recap it next as Dustin Oney heads down to the field for our post-game interviews on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County wins it here in the opening round of the playoffs, 49-14 over Perry County Central. Dustin Oney making his way down to the turf to catch up with our players and coach for post-game interviews. I think Dustin's down there now. We'll give him another second or two. Big night tonight from Cash Smith on the ground. 14 carries, 128 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Also had Damon Spiegel over 100 with 111 yards. So 2 backs for Lincoln County go over that 100-yard mark. We now will go down to the turf with Dustin Oney.
Brad, we're now joined in by a bunch of our players of the game. We're going to start with our Inter-County Energy lineman of the game, Michael Wilshire. There he is. Line dominated tonight. Seemed like, maybe a little slower start rushing, but then once you got going, it was dominating.
Yes, sir.
A big win tonight, a big home playoff win. You advance to the next round. You moved to 9 wins on the season. You're now 9-2. Big matchup coming next week. What's the focus on, going to a big matchup to Corbin?
Just working hard and staying focused. Just not trying to get our heads too high, and just stay focused and get to work.
And this whole process, moving to 9 wins and another opportunity next week, you get to continue to wear this jersey. You don't have to take your pads and put them away for a year. But all this started back, in January in the weight room. Just talk about your, personal performance from the weight room to where you are now.
I think we all did great. Just a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat. Coach Rogers did a great job getting us prepared for this season. Just excited for Corbin.
Absolutely. But hey, season's not done. Go get another dub next week. Congratulations, Michael. Now we're going to go to our LincolnCountyDailyNews.com play of the game, Mr. Bob Floyd. Bob, you've been player of the game. You've been special teams extraordinaire. Right now we're going to go with a little tip drill. There was a pass, your touchdown catch. It seemed like little underthrown defender made a nice play. Ball gets tipped in the air. You never gave up on it. Hauled it in for a touchdown. You had an interception same way on the pick 6 there. Just know where the ball's at.
Yes, sir. I give that one to Coach Spiegel. He's always praising the tip drill. We do it every day, no matter offense, defense, no matter what. And that really helps. So.
Then 2 interceptions tonight, and the one what was so impressive is the one on that far sideline. It seemed like you come from 5 yards away and looked like Superman diving in for an interception, but what impressed me was the toe tap on the sideline. Nice there, and then another block kick. I mean, is it just in your genes to block kicks, or what is it?
I guess so. I really don't know. I just go, to be honest with you. Johnny, he's always taking the outside guy and just let me run free.
I was thinking that has to be some type of record or something, don't it?
That's what we talked about. We don't know, I don't know if that's a stat that's kept, but we mentioned that in the broadcast. Because I think it's 5 now, maybe 4 or 5, something in there. And hey, let's get 2 more next week. And none, no touchdowns given up, so you don't have to worry about it. But if there is, we'll get some block kicks. Hey, congratulations. Look forward to talking to you some more. Cash Smith, our guardian exterminating Big Green Lawn Care player of the game. We talked about a touchdown last week after, injury-ridden season. You just followed that up with 4 tonight.
Yeah, I was, just happy to be able to be playing with my team again. And you never know when it's going to be your last one, especially being a senior right now. So I just went out there and played as hard as I could.
Well, tonight looked like Cash Smith running the football. It did. I mean, you were bulldozing. We said last year a bull in a china shop. There was one kid that bounced off of you. I think he bounced 2 or 3 yards, and you just kept going. I don't know if that just fueled you to go more. Over 100 yards rushing tonight, 4 touchdowns. That's the Cash Smith Lincoln County's used to seeing.
Yeah, I worked in practice trying to find the hole, knowing where to hit it and not hit it, and I just saw it today and just hit it.
Burst of speed, too. Big matchup next week against Corbin, going down for the second round of the playoffs. As a senior, what's the message like to this team? Preparation and work going up against a tough matchup next week.
I just got to keep going, not thinking they're too good because, you can beat anybody. Put your mind to it.
Absolutely. Cash, congratulations. Let's go get another W.
Good job tonight, big dog.
Now we're joined in by head coach and special guest.
That's right.
Coach, a big win tonight, 49-14, I think's what it was. They didn't shut the scoreboard off. A big win tonight, got the running clock. Just talk about the win tonight.
Yeah, a good overall win for us. We come out kind of hot there, and then we had a couple drives where we stalled in the red zone there. But I really offensively played well. Defense kind of tightened up. They had a couple drives. I'd like to see us be a little more disciplined. We had some after the whistle penalties kind of there that, are just really uncalled for. And unfortunately, Drake, got thrown out there, which, that's a big loss for us. But, we rallied around it. Damon came in and played well. Just big team win for us tonight.
And then, I thought it was an all-team effort, offensively, 49 points. Of course, you got 8 with a pick 6. But, defensively, Tucker had 2 interceptions. Bob had 2 interceptions. He had a receiving touchdown. Cash had 4 rushing touchdowns. Mm-hmm. I mean, offensively, it was clicking everywhere except for the 2 drives. I mean, you can nitpick all day long, but 49 points, that's impressive. But now we're going to move forward to next week. Of course, I know you ain't scouted Corbin yet, all that, but, big, tough matchup going in the second round of the playoffs. Corbin did defeat Russell County, I believe, 35-0. I think somewhere in that score range is what we kind of heard. Don't count that as official, but but a big matchup next week.
Yeah, it is. They're a really tough team, a really good team, and we went down there. It's been quite a few years. It seems like we always go down to Corbin here in the playoffs, but I told our guys, it's one time that maybe we'll go down there and get this win. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to work, get focused. Everybody's healthy. Teams, guys are riding high right now. We just want to keep this thing going. A lot of these seniors, and I don't think it's time for us to be done yet. So we're looking to go down there and get the W.
Coach, I'll let you get to your team. Congratulations. Look forward to talking to you next week.
Appreciate you.
Thank you to Dustin Oney for the post-game interviews of Michael Wilshire, our Henry County Energy lineman of the game. Our regarding exterminating Big Green Lawn Care player of the game was Cash Smith. And Bob Floyd, of course, with the Lincoln County Daily News.com. Big play of the game on the deflected touchdown catch, and then also had a deflected interception return for a touchdown. 2 scores off a deflection. A quick look at final stats. Damon Spiegel was over 100 yards. He had 111 yards. Cash Smith, 128 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. Tucker Foster was 13 of 23 for 148, 1 touchdown. Tucker also had a couple of picks tonight. All right, 1 interception tonight. Tucker Julian had the other one. And, of course, Bob Floyd with 4 picks for this defense here tonight as they win via the running clock, 49-14. Total numbers, Lincoln County had 291 rushing, 148 passing. They gave up 97 rushing and 150 passing. Patriots will move on. They'll be at Corbin next week, second round playoff game. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on WPBK-FM. Thanks for tuning in. For Dustin Oney, Brad Smith, Lee Sinkhorn, and Tim Estes, you've been listening to Lincoln Football on WPBK-FM 102.9.